Oh, let's get into it. Let's get into
Let's
it. Also,
let's get
Comics Podcast. So,
let's get
Rob, you
real.
said so. I worked at a comic shop yesterday for 4 hours and a comic stop. Free plug, non-official sponsor. And I have tennis elbow from moving comic books around. Is this a thing that's possible?
Dude, you can get tennis elbows many
Oh my
ways that
gosh,
do not involve tennis.
that's so goofy, dude. That's the goofiest shit ever. I'm
Dude,
literally just I'm just sliding. I guess so.
you guys, hey, welcome to my world of moving boxes. That's a man's job, Mark. You're doing
I
a
know. I
man's
feel like
job.
such a like fucking pussy though, because I'm like all I do is like type all week, and then I do
Right.
one barely strenuous job. I'm picking up floppies. I'm moving
Whoa.
it. I'm moving six long boxes around. Oh, go. You know what I mean? Like that's as much exercise as I could possibly get, and I hurt myself.
Well, you're used to moving around a floppy, so at least that's
Oh,
hey.
luckily there's pills for that. All right, buddy, let's do it. We're gonna jump into it. The news it up. This is a blind news item for you, buddy, because you are so busy
I haven't
making
looked at.
Christmas happen. I did it for you. There we go. So I played last night doing it for you. That's what she said.
Oh, that's a Brett Booth Dragon. I think
Oh, yeah.
it's
Yes,
right
that's true.
there.
I know. I know. When I first saw it, I wasn't sure because what's cool about it is it has this is Image Solicitation 2026 for March. What's cool about it is I think that and it's live say inks. There's something about the inks. It just feels like McFarlane inks. Like if it's like a little bit more. We talked about this on other shows where it's like this rounded like it pulls forward like what I think when I think of Liefeld, the Liefeld like X Factor cover and then McFarlane inks. I feel like they're a little bit more 3D. They're a little bit more at you. There's a
Yeah,
little bit more depth. This is more like J. Scott Campbell depth. Like the depth of field, I think is pretty cool versus it being like somewhat flat. So
yeah.
I love it. I love it.
No, I
So
like Live Say. I met him years ago. Nice guy.
yeah.
But he follows me on Twitter and likes a bunch of stuff I post. I'm like, awesome. I didn't go after him. I don't think
Is he
I don't
active at all right now doing anything or
he should be. He was a good he is a good inker. So
he
I don't
probably
know.
has a job somewhere. Like he probably has a real jobby job, you know.
Well, must not be that consuming because, he's liking my post.
Well,
Like I'll always tag like Norm Ratman because I've done so many Supreme
mhm.
posts. Norm Ratman's like he'll like it. Hey, here's my name. I like it. Panocean, you put my name in. I like it.
Yeah,
Livesay's
dude.
liking stuff that like I'm not even his name's not even in it. So
Yeah, Ratman and
cool.
the Horries, like those are the people that kind of held, right? Like
Oh
they're
yeah,
still going. They're still doing stuff.
big time DC inkers.
Yeah.
I don't know if they went there with Bob Harris or I don't know if Ratman followed Churchill and then they're just like yeah, let's keep him.
Right. Right.
Like can you imagine like being Norm Ratman and your inking jobs are Churchill and Brett Booth? You deserve like double pay for that.
Yeah, and
Those
then he
guys
graduated. Then he
pencils.
he was Jurgens for a while. He worked on Jurgens stuff for a while, which is pretty cool.
Jurgens is probably like great for him because it's
Yeah.
like half the job of inking Brett Booth.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? I've seen like a Delso Corona inks a lot of Brett Booth stuff now.
Mhm. Yeah, there's
You
something
know,
I think Corona's good, but there's something about because who inked Brett Booth on Backlash? Like what was that?
Sean Ruffner
Sean Ruffner was the writer, I
or
think.
Mel
Or was it Sal Regla? Might have been the
Sal
Sal.
Regla. Sal Regla.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sean
he
Ruffner
inked
was
him.
the writer, co-writer of co-creator.
Yeah, the name just popped in my head, but I meant to say Sal Regla.
You did it though. You did
Sal
a great
Regla
job.
was an Art T Bear buddy. Like he's one of his associates, one of his
Okay.
trainees.
Here's a
So
Jim
yeah,
Rugg variant for Blood Squad 7 yearbook. So I think this looks real exciting, but again, like when I read the normal Blood Squad 7 book, I'm so bored by it because it's all kind of dark and it's like it's not doing what I want it to do. And I also am like, is this relevant now that Youngblood's back? Is this a thing that's even a thing?
it could be relevant because it's so different from Youngblood. It's
Yeah,
so serious. It's so trying to do something today. But it's never been, even though it's homaging a Youngblood style team, it's never been that. Even when
right.
he has flashbacks, it's close, but it's not quite there. I still enjoy the book when I get into it.
Yeah.
Um, this cover looks great. Blood Squad 7 yearbook looks just like the Youngblood yearbook.
Mhm.
I'm excited about this. I hope it's good. I really hope it's good
Yeah, I
because
think it looks cool.
I've always felt like Youngblood in general should do yearbooks every year. And
They
my
did
pitch at one
one.
point, they did one, but it sounds really good.
Right.
And my thing is, I always want them to go back and like, hey, we didn't finish this book by Stevenson Cruz. Let's just make a couple of Youngblood yearbooks. Hey, we didn't finish Jim Toe's run with Chad Bowers. Here's a Youngblood yearbook. Here's Joe Casey's. The next issue of Joe Casey's run of Youngblood is done. We just never got it.
I
Youngblood yearbook.
Yeah, I wonder if yeah, exactly. Or even just do a framing sequence. Even do like someone, do like a tome, you know, like the old Superman books or something. They would just have like it would start off and then it would be this is an imaginary story or whatever. 80 the 80-page giants would have that.
Right.
So, but yeah, just you're right. Put stories that are in drawers, Stories in drawers. That's our new comic line, stories in drawers. Here's a Cedric Nocon upcoming final boss. Really cool, right?
I love going back and forth between color and black and white.
Woo!
It looks so
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Cedric Nocone is a really nice guy. He follows the Supreme Twitter page I do, and when I was posting up his issues, he texted me. He's like, "Hey Rob, how do you like this?" And it was a new drawing of Supreme. I'm like, "That's awesome." Like, I did post it. It's back a ways, but it is on my Maximum Supreme X Twitter page. But yeah,
Yeah,
Cedric Nocone, dude, get him back. Get this guy a Youngblood cover. Get this guy, whatever.
yeah.
It's cool
Some of
looking.
these like side guys are coming around, like Canetti's doing a friggin' absolute Batman issue, which I think is pretty dope. And then
That
now
is
he's
pretty
getting
dope.
some variants here and there. Um,
I had to warm up to Canetti. Like, I
yeah,
didn't like him at first, but then like every artist was really digging him. I'm like, well, what is Larson release like
yeah.
Larson in? Like,
What's he
Like,
saying in it? Right, right, right. But it could
and
go the
then
other way. It could like when me and Ian went to the Melvins concert because Kurt liked the Melvins, and then it was one of the only concerts I ever walked out on. It was the most boring fucking concert on earth. We left. We just left. I think we left. I'm trying to think back in the day. I think we took Jeff Schomburg and we left him there. Is that a thing that I could have possibly have done?
with Ian, yes, Ian
Probably.
makes you do things that are
I'm
irrational.
adopting irrational
The
behavior.
dickheadness of yeah, of that. So, not good.
That's terrible.
I,
Terrible.
that's why you talk to me. And I'm super ridiculously nice to people.
Terrible. Yeah. There's so anyway, to find so the two things I think the comic store is completely slept on. No comic store that I've been in is even close to getting this. Everyone missed this. I think it was pretty well promoted for a while. No one ordered a lot of it. It's going everywhere. I haven't seen the second print solicit yet. I might grab a second print of it, but I'm pretty bummed out I didn't decide to just order this. I really enjoyed the first issue of this, and I'm pretty sad that like it's like through five, but so we're just they don't take chances. You know what I mean? Like I saw, I was in one shop this week, had a lot of Youngblood twos, but like the Youngblood one second print should have really hit before two came out, but whatever. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. It should have been like, hey, here's this book this week.
here's one, two.
Let's rev up the sales for number two.
So we'll see. I mean, but like, yeah, I think Youngblood, everyone forgot. Everyone didn't really think it was a bigger deal. And you would think that with having it available before, even Final Boss, remember, was available before. It was like CEX. So they had like some of those stories in an older book that was like split with other people. Well, those books are probably really big on eBay right now. But I mean, this
Oh
concept has
yeah.
been around for like 3 or 4 years. You had like the Scott Lobdell, I think Brett Booth like stuff in there. Anyway, but yeah, to me, like I thought that was pretty dope to have that, and that this is like your 1 in 25 variant or something like that. They're doing a replicas of Invincible One and Invincible Returns. I guess I just forgot
It is Invincible Month in March. I do know that.
that Darwin did a cover for this.
Yes.
I,
Darwin, Finch, and Larson, I think all did covers for this.
yeah, and then they have an Invincible One, and then they have like a variant Otley, which I don't know if that was there before. It's Invincible One. There's a
It's
Corey Walker cover, and then there's a
right
slightly different one that Otley did. That might have been,
in the same pose, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In this blue costume, in the blue costume. I know.
It might have been. I think it was the
He
same
actually
costume.
he does both. Otley
Does he?
has yeah. I think Otley and Walker both have number one covers in the blue costume and the yellow costume.
I think we talked about this before. I think it's really funny that like the two properties that Kirkman had, the main artists of these like left in 6 issues, and then
It's
the next artist is more of the signature artist that we think of. Like they became the artist, which never happens. It never happens in that way, really.
so so if Kirkman does a new book, he should get rid of the artist after 6 issues and just bring in someone new. That's
Maybe
the
I don't
secret
know.
sauce.
I don't know.
Well, hey, Transformers 6 issues in got a different artist.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
Technically speaking.
yeah.
Skinbreaker, obviously not, but it'd be funny. Like the last two issues by Joe Benitez.
No, don't do that.
Something.
No. So, yeah, so it's Invincible month. So you have your Battle Beast to show. We showed that a bit last week. Nice. Um, okay. So I love this cover. We covered this I think a week or two before, but here's the issue with this. What do I have a problem with this issue? What's the biggest thing? What's the biggest thing that's pissing me off on this issue?
Uh, Colorist.
Yes, I listen. Lee Ridge is great, but the Dreadnought War as a whole is so signature. I almost feel like the Riley plus Jordi Belair and what Jordi Belair is doing with the color blur and like the mo like it's unbelievable. And
No,
then
you're
you
right. You
go to Lee Lowridge who doesn't do that, doesn't ape it. I don't know what's better. Do you ape it? I feel like you should. Like when Jordi Belair did was it Birds of Prey, and she did like I didn't like it, but she did like that pastel coloring
hmm?
for the she was on for 4 issues, and then the next person took over. They did the same thing, but I never liked it ever. So, but I think that whole series is based. It's now it's canceled, but I feel like you just have to keep it going. You know what it's like? It's like when is it House? Who directed House? The first House was that Singer? It was either Bryan Singer or Favreau. Someone gets a directing gig and they direct like the pilot. Well, that's
Okay.
like kind of your basis, and then the rest of the series is basically like that, you know. Anyway, I feel like
Anyway,
that should be the same thing. Like
is
when you look at a Transformers book and you have Mike Spicer coloring doing what was directed by Daniel Warren Johnson, is like make it look like the movie. Make it like a Transformers movie. Make it that heightened, this color, that red, do all that.
right.
And it went to Mora, it's still Mike Spicer, so it's like it's still the same thing. They still haven't announced who's after
I
Mora,
thought
by
that
the
was
way.
my next question. Like, what is this issue? Is this like the fourth or fifth? I don't know. We'll get to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Transformers War. Transformers G.I. Joe War.
There's your RoboCop, Death Fight Forever, pretty cool, great. Okay, so I guess they didn't announce it. Maybe Andy Kubert is done. He's still doing the compendium covers, just compendium three to get solicited, but uh, Lee Weeks covers, fine by me.
Hmm.
Fine by me. That's great. Still surprising they haven't grabbed. I mean, I think Zek's in retirement, but I'm surprised they haven't grabbed Zek to do a variant here or there. I mean, Mike Zek was just
I'm
a
surprised Zach doesn't have commissions laying around, or
yeah.
maybe he didn't scan them. Everyone
Zek
else does.
Zek
Everyone
was
else uses
doing
commissions.
he was doing cover recreations where you put different people doing stuff. Well, Exos in. You ever see those where it's like
Very specifically, the Wolverine Captain America cover
yeah,
has had every character fighting.
that's great.
He had to stop doing reproductions of that. He's like, yeah, that's all people are asking. So I stopped. He stopped doing that because he didn't want the original art to be, I guess, lowered in value because of the reproductions
I
or the
don't think so.
recreations.
No,
No,
I
that,
mean because
that's
the
that's
recreation is going to be its own, going to be its own thing.
it's a good question. Is if that cover were to sell today, it's probably not $1 million cover, but it's probably damn close.
Hmm. Uh, Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm totally fine here. And also, have you noticed that our boys up there, Andrew Krunke's going
I
to be on
know
this one.
that's cool.
But the problem is like I feel like that roadblock should have been heightened. That reds and oranges should have been heightened, and that roadblock issue was just like flat for me. I didn't like it. No good. And he did a fill in here, but I do like that. Plus, I don't think I covered it. He's doing a Masters of the Universe issue coming up.
Who is?
Uh, Kroenke.
Oh, that's too perfect.
Yeah, that's real good. That's real good. So
I didn't
he's
know
going to
that.
kind of stay in, if he's going to stay in that realm. Yeah, there's a one shot or something coming. I'm not sure. It
If
was in
if
the
he were
Solicits, but
smart,
whoop,
just
whoop,
keep
whoop,
staying in that
whoop,
world,
whoop.
and on the side, work on your book. Work on
Yeah, I wonder that. I wonder.
Bloodrick.
I
More
didn't.
Bloodrick.
He was busy every time I saw him, but yeah, I would like to. I need to check in with him and see because he owes me a Bloodrick one ash can that like
He doesn't owe you shit, Mark.
he owes it to me. I bought a bunch of stuff from him. Sacrifice is ending at issue 21, which is good because I don't think I've read any of
It's
this.
I can't believe I like this book so much.
Yeah, I've
I
told people
was
that really
so
like this
bored
book.
by it. I'm like, oh, Bird Boy, okay, yay. And then you're like, oh shit, damn it, this is really good. And Remender, I always say I can give or take them, but I always end up liking it when I get into it.
Yeah, that Firebird's out of control there, dude. That's freaking awesome looking.
Well, this is what all his books. This is a jam cover of all his books, so
Basically, yeah, you got escape grommets. Yeah, it's kind of everything. It's a
It's
bunch of
everything.
stuff.
It's good. It's kind of, it's fun. It's a
Yeah,
cool cover.
that's really fun. Yeah, and then this has got more of like the official cover.
Do you cover I just saw something about I think he's redoing the trade for his superhero, the End League.
Yeah, I do cover that. Yep.
Okay.
Um, because that's Canetti at the end of that. I forget Matt Broom started that and Canetti ended that.
Yes.
I liked that book when that came out. That was through Dark Horse,
It was good. It was
and it
different
was
because
really good.
it doesn't go where you think it's going to go. And that was the whole point.
Well, what's cool is he's making I think he's calling it a complete collection, the End League. I got that coming up, coming at you.
So
Boop,
Savage
boop, boop,
Dragon,
boop.
come on back. Should be back in January. It's been a couple months. Hopefully he does a better job this year with getting this book out.
I
I
should just
know.
make all reels of me doing this.
Just gifts. Just make gifts of that.
Boop, boop, boop,
Um,
boop.
Brett
Look
Booth
how good
cover.
that is,
That's
dude.
cool.
You're saying this is a pinup from a couple years ago, or what is this?
I'm saying he when Image hit his 30th anniversary, he went and did a bunch of covers. He did a bunch of commissions. I didn't. Well, it's not commissions. He drew it and then probably sold it later. But he did Youngblood one, Wildcats one, Cyberforce one, Supreme one, Brigade one. He just went and did all these
Hmm.
characters and a lot of cover creations. And this is what he did for Dragon.
Let's see if I
I
can
think
find.
he also did a Dragon recreation of number one. So I think this is around that same time. But it's cool. And don't let anything go to waste.
No, I should just make. I might as well just make notes on what I'm trying to edit in later. Stupid. I said I have to scroll through and I have to see when I do this dumb shit.
It is really dumb. Just like
I'm the dumbest.
you
That's
can
me.
just make a note and you don't
Nah,
look like you're
I
Wakanda
don't
forever.
like it. Anyway,
X-Force.
uh, beautiful. Liam Sharp, 6 of 6. That's wonderful. Again, I guess so. This made me really happy because again, we just saw him doing a variant for GI Joe, right? Or doing them. I guess he may be the new main cover artist for GI Joe, A-Rah, Real American Hero.
That's fine.
But then you have this. You have him doing a variant. So is he skybound? Huh? Skybound?
Is
Listen, we
he?
gotta do something. I feel like Lee Weeks never got. I feel like he's good at the cons. I feel like he's always doing commissions. He's always really busy. He's got prints that are for sale.
He had a health
But
scare a couple years ago, didn't he?
I maybe I'm not sure. I unfortunately don't know. Not I didn't pay attention
No,
to that. But
not. I hope he's married and got his wife has benefits or something called comic benefits.
yeah, I mean it's like
Sucks.
it's so it made me sad recently where I watched a video about like Peter David Hulk and how like integral to everything and how much he pulled from the Mantlo stuff and folded that in and did new concepts and then he's like, oh, he's gone. Yeah, his health insurance didn't do well and he died probably early. Cool.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Like that's awesome.
do you think people hated Mr. Fix It when he first made him Mr. Fix It?
Uh,
Because we
I,
love it. Like we grew up. We
yeah,
we
but
basically
do
came into
you
comics
understand what
on
Mr.
Mr.
Fix-It? Mr. Fix-It was him. It's a manifestation of him like ignoring domestic violence behind him as he's watching gangster movies when he's a kid. That's what it's about. That's why he's that. So it's him. It's him. Like it's him. Just like there's so many different things like that they do with his multiple characters.
All right.
I don't know if I completely agree with it going the body horror route. I think I need to reread the Mortal Hulk like together because I never read it all together. But I love Infernal Hulk. I think Infernal Hulk's fucking great. I think it's
Yeah.
really good. But
I'm
yeah,
into
Mr.
it.
Fix-It is a manifestation of domestic violence happening behind him and him
Him
deciding
watch. I kind of for if I don't know if I knew that or not. I feel like I knew it, but
they didn't talk about it until a bit later. Like it just he
okay.
was Mr. Fix-It one. Like something they ended like one storyline and then he
Well,
was Mr. Fix-It and that's it.
there was the gamma bomb at the end of McFarlane's run, where you
Mhm.
think maybe he's dead, maybe we don't know where he is, and then all of a sudden, 2 issues later, it's like here's Mr. Fix It.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I don't think people like it, but I think there is I think that's
but that's literally when we came into comics.
yeah.
We came into comics with Mr. Fix It.
Yeah. That's dope. And Jeff Purves.
Jeff
Jeff
Purvis, dude.
Purves. Youngblood 5 covers. Great. Great. You love it. Look, because it's all you love Die Hard, so
I love Die Hard, and he's fighting other Die Hards. All right, that's cool.
yeah, that wins. Um, who did this one?
I don't know. I'm seeing it for the first time.
What? I forget who
That's
did it.
it looks like one of those Madureira guys. Is it like Ali Garza?
Oh, it's Ali Garza. Yep, you're right.
Okay.
That's right. It's Ali Garza. I do listen, I'm a big fan of covering up the logo a little bit. A little bit, not too much. Cover up that logo a little bit. Cover it up. Yeah, a little bit. Good
Eric
job.
Kennedy, so
One,
dynamic,
two,
dude.
three. One, two,
Can
three. Win, 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 win. Tough one. Tough one. Well, I'm always getting the Liefeld. I'm always getting the A. I got
yeah,
the. Did I technically get
hey,
the B? Did I technically get young blood B? I guess I have two young bloods, but I is this is the B cover, right? Is that right? Or is that the A cover?
I don't recall offhand.
I don't know.
Uh,
But great. Great job. There we go. And League. They didn't have high res on that. But I don't know if that's a new Matt Broom. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like these guys, like Kirkman was after that. So who would you say was that movement? You had Kennedy, Ryan Benjamin, Matt
well,
Broom.
Ryan Benjamin, we're talking, yeah,
Like I'm trying to
for
think of
the
those guys. Like, are those guys still around? Aaron Wiesenfeld went to do Hollywood stuff. He does storyboards basically for the Kong movies, the Kong.
Is Ryan Benjamin? He was at DC for a while. Obviously,
Mhm.
Bob Harris, Jim Lee, uh, pretty decent. Like I listened to an interview with him for the first time. He's a little not boring, but
Yeah,
he doesn't tell a story that well. But then he doesn't have to. He's an artist. You know, we interview these people get interviewed, and sometimes you gotta realize this guy draws all day for a living. Like
yeah,
maybe he doesn't want to talk. You know, I haven't looked him up, but he just popped up on one of the interview shows. And I'm like, all right, I'll listen to him. And he's got a good story. And he was there at Wildstorm. He's like that. The second batch of people. I think he got there
right,
like right after Brett Booth.
right. Yeah, maybe we should do separate shows where we just kind of go through like, uh, because I know a week or two ago we talked about Brandon Peterson, and then Brandon Peterson started Codename Strike Force, and then I think he went over to Arcanum, but then when you had like Michael Turner filling in there, and then it goes to like Billy Tan, or it goes to, Joe Benitez did a couple fill-ins, and then Joe Benitez does like they all graduate to something. Then
Yeah,
Weapon
I mean,
Zero, then Weapon
even
Zero,
even Finch
Magdalena.
had, he graduated to Ascension and Aphrodite
Right.
9, which I know Aphrodite 9 he sold to Top Cow. He didn't want to
Oh, I
own it, I
see.
guess. And I'm wondering if he sold Ascension as well.
I don't know. It's funny like how much I've read of that. Like when I look through my collection, because again, my collection is God, I had a tough time last week, man. It's such a geeky thing. I grabbed a bunch of Daredevil fill-ins, right?
Yeah.
And I had to put it in three different sections. I had to put I had to put it in Carrie Nord. I had to put it
Right,
in Gene Colan because Gene Colan he did like 4 or 5 issues that Joe Kelly did. Uh,
right.
Ariel Olivetti, and some Scott McDaniel. I did pulled some Scott McDaniels. So, but the Carrie Nord section that got me thinking. I was like, oh, because I did grab. I never read what is that called? I don't know where it is right now, actually. I never read the issue he did. Where is that? I don't know where it is. Anyway, what book did Carrie Nord do? Was it? I guess Ryan Sook did it. Ryan Sook did. What was that like new? I'm going to have to cut all this out. It's no good. No
Just
good.
blah blah. That's fine.
Blah. Let me find it. Hold on. All right. All right. I'll X this back in. All right. So that's what I was thinking. The unexpected. Unexpected.
Oh,
This
okay.
what was that called? The New Age of Heroes, where basically everything was like kind of Marvel knockoffs, like Damage. Was it Damage? Wasn't
Oh, yeah.
that was
That was
the
that was terrible. I hated everything about that because we talked about this before. The stupid. I get the idea. You want to have your Marvel, Marvel. Everyone steals from DC, so DC's like, let's steal from Marvel. Dabbage is the Hulk, and Sideways is Spider-Man, and there was a woman Punisher. We get it.
right. But
But what he
like,
did was he decided to put the artist name first,
yeah,
which like everyone's like, oh, did Tony Daniel write this too? Oh no, he's just the artist. But
right, right,
like, why would you change? Don't change it. It's not levels of importance. Your name credits. It's how the book is done, written,
right.
penciled, inked.
Look at how funny this is, though. Like you have this like triple fold cover this way.
Yes. Hopefully, I can see it. Put a
That's
picture in.
interesting.
X the
I
picture in,
mean,
Mark.
but yeah, so I got this from my Carrie Nord section, but it's like, but this is half. It's half Ryan Sook, half Carrie Nord. What am I gonna do with this? I gotta buy another copy. Um, yeah. So I don't know.
Or you just keep it by importance to you.
Why do I not know what this is? I don't ever seen this before. This is Unholy Union.
Oh, so let me see. Oh yeah,
What the heck is this?
is that?
It's a Silvestri cover. It looks like Michael Turner. It's a Silvestri cover. It's Hulk, Darkness, Ghost Rider, Witchblade, Doctor Strange. I don't know what this is at all. I just missed this completely. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Yo, I think wait, they should collect. What was the Marvel Top Cow crossover? It was like Devil's Reign.
Devil's Reign. And you also had Devil's Reign one half.
Yeah, why isn't that collected? Why isn't that a nice little trade
How are
hardcover?
you going to collect it? Who's going to collect it?
Marvel's been open lately.
That's true.
All
I just don't
Smash
know.
has to say, Smash has
Yeah.
got to be like, hey, let me do a Wolverine Darkness crossover, and while I'm doing it, let's collect the old stuff, and they should.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah, you have a one half of that too. You have a one half that's a fun one. That's a DeLuca special. DeLuca loves that one. I think he probably did a couple videos on it. Here's your new deluxe editions. I'm trying to remember what they called the G.I. Joe deluxe edition, what it was before. Was it book zero? Because they did one with all the miniseries is in it. Series is it. This is pretty good though. 1 to 12 plus Universe, Energon Universe 2025. So volume one. Okay. Got a Compendium 3. This is the balance of do I put it there? Yeah, it's the balance. It's A-Raw 79 to 115, which is the end of that, plus Special Mission 16 to 28. These are what? 65 is coming out in April, and this is coming out in June.
These are nice collections, dude. Like
They're holofoil,
it's
buddy. You're gonna get a holofoil. They're foiled again. They're pretty cool. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I will probably get this one because I didn't get the first one. I should, because that's 1 to 12. But do they do a good job? I don't think I've ever seen it. Do they do a good job on the covers?
I
We
think
just,
they only have the original covers. They don't have the variants.
dude, Skybound doesn't look, put out a fucking like, and this is I don't know. I get it. I get
Maybe
it.
they're waiting until they get 100 or 200 covers, which
But it's,
it's got to
I'm
be
sure they
soon.
already had it.
No, you're right. They're definitely past 100 because they're got 25 issues out, 26 issues out. There's like,
25, bro. I think
oh
they
my
had,
God.
I forget what they had for 25. 25 had so many retailer exclusives. My brother had two or three. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, you have it. I also
Yeah,
wonder how that contract works. Like, are you able to print something that technically is commissioned by a private store?
it should be part of the deal. Like, hey, you want to do a cover to our comic? That's great, but
We have reprint
we
rights if
have
we want to make an art
collection.
book. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They're not in there now. Like they're not, but I think that like it's kind of funny. A lot of the videos that I see, they use my brother's, the absolute one was, I think it was Talavera, did a cover of Absolute Wonder Woman, which is great. It's a really good cover. But it's used in like a ton of media, like a ton. And I mean, there's just that's just Google them. You can just take it. You can just take it. DC Solicits. This is look, two things. If anything that could kind of happen from the break apart of contracts ending or whatever, right? Is that Jorge Corona now it was free and open. Skybound really should have just signed him to do a different Transformers project or something, or I swear
He must have wanted to leave.
I have to really go back and look. I swear when the Transformer stuff was announced, I swear that it was supposed to be an Optimus Prime series that Jane
I
Warren Jones
know.
was doing. Right? Is that right? Am I right on that?
I don't remember.
I feel
I
like
don't.
that was going to be a thing, and then they announced Transformers. They didn't say who was. They Jane Warren Johnson's probably going to write that, and then they ended up just making it that.
But
But
Daniel Warren Johnson asked to only have one Transformer book,
yeah, so they're like, okay,
so
well
the
then we
heart would
don't
be
do
there.
two. But GI Joe, they kind of had two in the salvo, or they had multiple things in the salvo because they had two series kind of start at the same time. They had Cobra Commander and Dukes.
Right.
You had two books plus A-Raw
Plus,
returns.
and
What's the deal on the A-Raw stuff? The
that
that
was a request from Hasbro. They said, "Hey, do you mind if we continue the Hama run? We dig it." And Kirk was like, "Yeah, I'd be a moron not to keep Larry Hama on a book."
that's really cool.
And but he's reinvigorated that book. Like people love that
Yeah,
book, and now I assume trying to find some of the Skybound stuff is hard because
yeah.
the Sky. I'm sorry, trying to find some of the IDW stuff is probably really hard because there's some really
Oh
low
yeah,
print
probably the
runs.
print runs were probably like no good. Yeah, the guys that I fanboy the other review podcasts, they read most of that as it was happening because every once in a while like I'm still doing it because they did that it was almost like 100 issues ago where they They zombified that town. Like that's like old. Like, that's not new revelation, but they're still in that continuity. But good. Yeah, keep these guys paid, man. Again, we don't know what type of health things Skybound, I imagine if you put people on contract or retainer, I imagine that you're going to pay. It's a company, you know what I mean? I think we can, is that still open? We can invest in Skybound. I think there was a period of time where they
Oh,
had like
that's
open
right.
investment. It's interesting.
It is. It is interesting because
I
it would have been worth it when they first launched it.
Yeah, I don't
But
know. I don't
because
know what
I
it
didn't
is
think
now.
like I always knew Skybound would stay strong, but I didn't think it was going to get this much stronger between Skinbreaker, Battle Beast,
Right.
just the
I also don't know
Transformers
how
and
that
GI Joe
deal
stuff
works if we get
continually.
dividends or you just get, I don't know if it's like a stocks. You know what I mean? I'm not really
They
sure.
send you special variants for stockholders.
Is that true?
No, I
Might be true.
don't know.
No, I don't know. It's a good idea.
Instead of card stock covers, you get stock covers.
Right. You get stock. Um, that's pretty dope. But yes, to have him doing, I also think it's completely insane. It doesn't say who drew these, if this is Hori, it seems like it's Hori Corona, but it could be Scotty Young. If Scotty Young is writing this, but you don't have Scotty Young doing a variant for this? It's insane to me. That's
Uh,
insane.
there should be two Scotty Young variants. There should be Scotty Young doing his baby shit, which people
Does he
love.
own the baby shit though? That's what I was asking John at the comic shop yesterday. I was like, do you think he owns that concept or does Marvel own that concept?
No, because he just did it for Youngblood, and
Okay.
he does
Yeah.
it for everything. And also, there's other people ripping him off or just doing the same thing.
Right, right, right.
I'm not gonna say ripping him off because let's face it, Art Adams kind of did it first with X Babies.
The X Babies, yeah. Yeah. So,
But you know what I want? I want to see a serious Scotty Young cover. Give me real Scotty Young, not baby shit.
yeah, correct. Yeah, like I really enjoyed his 6 issues of Rocket Raccoon. Which I should have bought. There was someone who had a hardcover recently. It was like $10, and I didn't buy it. I was like, oh, I'll come back to it, but I should have because I think that 6 issue run that he did. I think he wrote. I think was that it. He might have did a series after that he wrote, but he didn't draw.
It's all blur.
But it was
All
good. Yeah,
blur.
it was really good. That was like fun, really good. He wrote and drew Scott Young. It was post Oz. But I love that. This is Carmine DiGomenico. I know he's kind of the backup on Absolute Superman, but Absolute Superman, to kind of go into that, what I was just talking about is that Juan Ferrey is kind of the B artist for Absolute Superman now off of Rafa. So this he doesn't get covers though, which I think is not great. But yes, it's Carmine on this, so hopefully Carmine will go next level. But I love these Jorge variants that are on all the next level. He's doing variants for all of them, and I love
That's
that
awesome.
like that bright color, negative space. This is your Rucka, Danny, Batwoman, great. There's look, see, like, dude, they fucking pop. They probably look
He's
great
so
on the
good.
shelf. So I'm happy that, and again, I've liked him. I
Jorge
don't know how
Corona
long.
is a
I've liked
guy.
Corona for a long
If
time.
you put him, Marvel should be like, do you want X-Men? Do you want Cable? Do you want? You picture that in your head. Him, Cyclops, Colossus. Like
I have
this
the
guy.
cable. I have
This
some of the cable Daniel Warren Johnson variants because they're fucking awesome.
they're great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's correct. Yeah, if I get him on some type of like, give me like a grunt character. But this will be great. This should be really fun. You know. Also,
I do
you're
like
not
the
going to get
Bisley
Bisley to
feel on the
do it.
sketches.
Hmm? Yeah.
I like the Bisley feel on the sketch work. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. There's no Bisley variant either, which I think is
no.
weird. I would even with Deathstroke, I mean, Zek covers on Deathstroke were also fucking, that was like pinnacle.
Yeah.
That was a good book. Did Ostrander write that? What wrote that? Who wrote that book? No, it was Marv.
No,
It
it was
was Marv.
yeah.
Marv Wolfman, Steve Irwin, Will Blyberg inks. Will Blyberg. Um, I think
That's
this is
awesome
a
looking.
I don't know who this is. I think I don't know if I wrote.
It's
I thought
it's
it was Guillaume March, but it says T at the bottom. I thought it was Stoko, but I don't know if that's
it's
correct.
definitely it's yeah, I forget who it is.
It's insane.
But we know it. We know who it is. I
Here's a
just forget.
Giuseppe Camuncoli variant, which is also pretty cool. It's really funny. I was looking through because I didn't read the end of the Hellblazer run. And Hellblazer, they had a big feature on Global Comics, even though I have it in my DC app. I was looking through a little bit. So they ended up putting out all the trades of that, I guess, at one point, but now they're probably all out of print, but all of them are on digitized. And I was looking, but Giuseppe Camuncoli ended up doing like the last like 50 issues. I think it was really weird too, because I think at that time he was drawing like Spider-Man too. Like
I
it
was
was
gonna
really
say
weird.
like and probably Undiscovered Country he does.
Yeah.
He's that
Yeah.
dude. That is secretly Dan Mora as far as like getting stuff done. He's like, let me
Yeah,
work as much
I
as I
like
can
that
because people
variant.
like me right now.
I can't tell what's going to be back there, but I do like the fact that they hold stuff. You know what I mean? They redact stuff. I think that's pretty fun.
Redacted. That's
So
awesome.
listen, so I think that I'm relate. Wow, this is relatable because I have a CPAP machine too. So Batman is so busy he can't sleep, so he just fights crime with a
Yes.
CPAP machine on his back. That's pretty
That's a
dope.
good place. Got my
That's great.
CPAP pack on my
But I
back and
believe
let's
this
split.
issue is a Canetti. I think Canetti does a couple. Does a couple issues here. Is it Triana Fair? I forget who colors this, but I just thought the coloring was really good. That's the absolute Zatanna. I got to catch up on this. We talked a little bit about this about the Green Lantern. I think Green Lantern Corps. I read the first two issues of that, and then when it became more Morgan, whatever, the other person, I'm
Right.
out. Like I can see the Jeremy Adams touches, but you needed a strong B writer, and it's just not there.
Did
It
you?
sucks.
People were saying that Liefeld in particular, I think he brought up like Aquaman numbers being like really low. Like Aquaman
Yes.
might be on
I
the
also
chopping
don't like
block.
they shaved him. Don't shave my Aquaman. Don't
Right.
shave him. I just like him with his beard. He had a tighter beard. Like he has like he. I like the scales. I like this Aquaman design. Yes, I'm scared for Aquaman. I hope it doesn't go.
I know.
No.
But like Jeremy Adams is exclusive to DC, so I mean maybe he wants to keep going. He doesn't want a short run. He is a long run guy. He wants
I
to do 30, 40, 50. Like
yeah,
he's got years planned.
I caught up a little bit. I feel like it's not. It's the problem is now I feel like there's a little too many side characters because once it came out of the storyline, you have to do something with Zan. You have to do something with. Although I do like him showing up. He was like the Justice League were in one of the last issues of Aquaman, and they're like, "Aren't you? Where's your sister?" He's like, "I don't know." And then he like leaves the panel or something like that, and it's kind of funny. But they use them. They use a form of water. Who would think of that? Who the fuck would think? Like, I mean, again, Jeremy Adams would think of it, but
Jeremy Adams because he thinks
uh,
about comics. He thinks about it like we do, just all day. Just can't get it out of his head.
yeah, I love it. I think Aquaman runs really good, but I'm scared of it too because I think like it's just impossible. It's impossible. They're going to
So
cancel it very soon.
so you and I had guessed that maybe he would do Legion, and instead it's got to be Josh Williamson, which is probably for the best. He's
Yeah,
DC's guy.
yeah.
But Josh Williamson hasn't announced leaving anything yet, which is good because I love his Superman run. It's so weird that he's doing Iron Man. But where does that leave Jeremy Adams if they do cancel Aquaman? Because dude probably wants another book and you're exclusive, so what do you do? He's not going to go back to
Um,
Flash. He's on Green Lantern. Justice
mm,
League, like, Justice League's taken. There's
I think
three
Jeremy
Superman
Adams
books are
would do good
taken.
on World's Finest. I mean, I know like Wade's doing his thing, but I'm just kind of fried with it. It's just like it's fine. We'll see. We'll see how. Again, that's here.
Finest.
That's coming up. But look,
All right, we'll talk.
so this is the Koblish variant. Great on Koblish. It's funny that you figure that. So say someone does a gatefold cover, right, and they get paid thousand
Right.
bucks. I don't know. What are you paying this fucking guy? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of sad. Like, you're gonna pay, and I know he loves doing it, and I think that he probably got more for those like history of the DCU because they used it on in different convention signs, and I don't know if they did a
Oh my God.
poster.
The
Those
huge
were
sign at New York Comic
crazy.
Con where it was
That
like
was
to the
really fun.
ceiling.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, the DC booth this year at New York Comic Con was just incredible.
Yeah, that's really good. But this is the main cover. It was kind of hard. The solicits are hard because I feel like there's so many ads. Bleeding Cool's horrible. But this was on like I think AIPT. Like it's hard to get all the covers, and sometimes they weren't there because the Invincible Team cover wasn't on one of the solicit
Oh, do we
sites.
do we talk about that? How every Image comic in March is going, it has the option to do Image team up, Invisible team up cover. And I know Liefeld's doing a Youngblood Invincible cover.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Hmm.
Yeah, so that it's Invincible month, so they're doubling down. Not only the facsimile editions, not only the Marvel team up, which we talked about last week,
Mhm.
but Invincible. It could be on final. We could get a final boss Invincible cover. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing the
cool.
same thing they did with Youngblood, which
Well,
is
yeah, and
great.
the Youngblood stuff, I think like that's only going to spike their sales a little bit. You know what I mean? That's only going to help that. But that logo, I wonder who created that logo.
The logo,
Uh, that's such a good look. That's
it
so good.
is. It's so.
It's
It's
a great
like
cover. I would like this. I would like that logo to be little. Just put that gun in front of it. Come on, give me that gun in front of it. Put that hair in front of it. Here's your Monaco cover. Great. Even though like when I look at this, I get a little confused. I'm like, oh man, I'm so behind on who's what. Is Dove a Green Lantern? I don't know. I don't know. There's some questions here, but looked cool. Looks great.
I got questions. Yeah.
Got questions. Here's your Frank Cho Catwoman variant of the
He
month.
loves drawing blankets and covers and 19th century Victorian dresses.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like I think that's pen. I think we'd say, it's
It's all
just
pen.
insane.
It's all pen work.
Pen, all pen. Get out of here. I saw the GM March variant for Harley Quinn.
That's funny.
Yeah, cool. I love that colors. Like I like the colors that it's like a flat coloring too. Do it, do it. There's going to be a lot of corner box variants for this as well. The Aquaman variant was pretty good. I don't think I put it in here, but um, I like this where him and his style. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit looser. Maybe because he knew it was going to be smaller. Maybe he's drawing it smaller. If
Maybe
it's for the
it's
corner
it's
box.
it's good. It's a good piece of art.
Yeah. There's your Dan. There's a bunch of Dan Moore covers. This was the highest
Oh.
resolution there, but it's for you.
What I love is it looks like the Quitely design,
I think so. Yeah.
which
Um,
is my favorite.
Also,
Just
actually
my
always loved the
hands
Dan
down
Moore. I
favorite.
just decided that I'm going to use the Batman '89 logo for the Batman. I just think that's really fun. Mikael Janin. I'm curious. I would like that. When I saw this, and in the '70s, they would have a backup. They would have a backup, and it would end up going into the main book. So you'd have a Black Canary, Green Arrow. You'd have a Green Arrow backup, and then Black Canary. Then you'd have like two issues of Black Canary backup, and then you'd have an issue where it would be the whole story and everything is all together. It was kind of neat. So this kind of was a throwback to that. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if Tom Taylor knows that, but I do. I think that's great. Dan Moore does the majority of a lot of covers of this month. Like this is
I,
so we
I love
imagine
Superboy
that
Prime, dude. Superboy
Superman's
Prime.
going to die, basically, right? We're basically going to lose him for a little bit. So you're going to have Superboys throughout. Reign of the Superboys is basically what is happening. Spoilers, spoilers. There's a lot of articles about that. But because that's almost like a Nightwing, Nightwing and Flamebird, doing Nightwing and
It
Flamebird
could, yeah.
situation. There's another GM March, wonderful coloring.
You
I
know what's
like
crazy?
these. I like that.
Like
It's really fun.
right now, Aquaman and Mara have a daughter,
Hmm.
but technically they had a son and lost him because that's Mark Waid
Yeah,
put that back into continuity.
it's in continuity. The thing that's kind of messy with that. Well, are you caught up on Aquaman? I should say that first. I'm caught.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that daughter is maybe not. I think it's not. I think it's not. It's not real. I think she's going to be something's bad that's going to happen, and it's her fault. It's her fault. Um, I don't care about Brian Bolland. Like this was so boring to me, and I think he's doing a series of these like flashback. This was so boring. I was like, oof. If I'm not mistaken, when Brian Bolland did the shoot interview, he works on an old Mac. He does like Photoshop on an old Mac. Like, can you imagine if that just breaks one day? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? I think
Hopefully
Adam
get
Hughes
a
is
new
similar
one.
too. I think Adam Hughes is similar. They work on like an old like Clip Art Pro program.
This is what
Like
you learn first. You learn best and retain the longest.
I know, but like
So
we know how like a lot of shit just kind of doesn't work on our computer anymore, and then it's like, okay, I guess I gotta deal with it and figure it out. Like I think that's really scary. This was an announcement that I thought was interesting. Ryan North taking over Flash, which I think is interesting, but first off, good. Give him back this fucking costume because that blackened costume is no good.
so
The
this is going to
problem
be
is,
it's Wally West?
yes,
Okay.
it's Wally West, but I just think Gavin Guthrie's so boring. He's in that new Jorge Fornes style, that new like just David Mazzucchelli-esque style. You can do David Mazzucchelli, that's fine. But you need to turn into so you could even go back to like early Lee Weeks. He's looking at Dark Knight. He's looking at year one.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
But
That's what I definitely remember thinking.
then he bleeds further in and leans, and then it becomes its own thing. Becomes by the time he gets to Tarzan Predator, it's like its own thing. When he gets to Magnus Robot Fighter, it's its own thing. Like it's a Magnus Predator. Like it's a whole situation. It's a whole situation. So I just he's not he's doing the JSA year one and first off, it's just boring. And also JSA year one, they're just doing like capsule this person's doing this, this person like it's not together. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. It just feels like all these little tiny separate stories, which I guess it kind of was All-Star Comics, and they'd have an issue where they're all together. So I guess it's kind of on brand. I haven't liked the Jeff Lemire JSA, which is hilarious because I love his
We
Black Hammer stuff,
well, we love JSA up to
which
a
is his
point,
archetype.
and then it just I'm actually behind. I haven't read any of the year one stuff. It's just been piling up.
It's fine, but like to me, like that is interrupting. That should be. I understand the industry's not strong enough to have a JSA year one to the side. Remember when JLA came out and it was Mars and JLA, and then you had like a really nice like foil to have the Wade Kitson JLA year one. Really good,
Right.
like really good.
Nope.
Felt a little different. Lemire could have done that, but again, like I said, this industry is not. It cannot support another JSA. But this entire JSA series, it started as if we missed the first arc. The first arc came out, and you're like, did I miss the first arc? And it never caught back up.
It just jumped into the action.
Which I usually like,
Right.
but this I didn't like because there's too much history to kind of re-review, and now they're doing it 12 issues later, and I'm like, what? I
I
kind of
just feel
like the
like
momentum I was in the story with those
yes,
guys,
I agree.
Jack Kirby hand. Um, so I don't know. Again, this book, the Flash never got it, and I thought, and I guess it was just a little fill, and I thought that Wade was secretly taking over. Remember, he just kind of did like a little breather in the middle. He just did like 5 or 6 issues after Cy Spurrier was kicked out. And the problem was I thought the Cy Spurrier stuff was kind of interesting. It just Deodato Jr. is the wrong artist for it.
But yes,
And it just never got them. It never got there. I never went back to it. So maybe I can. The good thing with the DC app is you're only a month behind. So I can literally go read 30 issues of Flash, well,
I hope that DC app is just pure money for DC. Like
it's easy. It's really great. Like it's really great to just catch up. Like a week or two ago, I was like, oh, I need to catch up on Aquaman, and then I just was like, okay,
and just
it's just easy. It's really good. The Marvel app is still uncomfortable, and it needs a facelift like bad.
it does.
DC
It
app,
does.
I think
You and I have
facelifts
talked in the
here and
past,
there.
like let us go through it, put it in order, get rid of all your semicolons and periods and
Dude, I can't believe
yeah.
I started looking at old Wonder Womans. They have the scans. They have the microfiche that we have illegally, by the way. They have it straight. And listen, they own it. That's fine. But there's a couple of them where the pages are literally like there's just chunks of
Ugh,
pages missing.
those microfiches are so dirty. They're so like
It's but what's weird is I was like, you're not going to go back and kind of steal from your own archives of your own
you
trade, like you know what I mean? And you can just slide it over. It's confusing. But early, it's really interesting reading early Wonder Woman. Uh, there isn't an issue that goes by that she's not thrown into some type of situation where she's tied up, she's tying someone up, she's in chains, she got to break out of chains. There's bondage in every single issue, basically. It's fascinating.
that's the trope. That's
I
the trope
know,
of
but
Wonder Woman.
I would think that it's not that
It's you know what
blatant.
it is? You don't think it's that bad until you actually go back and read it. You're like, yeah, Wonder Woman, she's always getting tied up. I get it.
Yeah,
But
but that
then you go
HG
back and
Kira
read
arc's
it.
fucking cool, dude. It's so cool. And I love that like that Hayden Sherman's doing bits of it. He's doing bits of it in the design, in the faces and stuff. So I can't wait till he draws Batman. I think it's interesting. I also think it's really cool that Wonder Woman's like 8 feet tall, like next to Batman. She's like
Yeah,
as big as Batman. I think that's pretty cool. So
that'll be fun. And then Superman's like the smallest of the three, probably.
yeah, this
This,
this
this is
this
this is
cover's
a nice
dope.
cover.
I
Dude,
also like that everyone, what this reminded me of? Was it The Sopranos? I feel like when they did the Sopranos like Entertainment Weekly covers, like everyone was
yes.
looking at someone, like it was all hidden meaning. It was like it's like an Annie Leibovitz photo, right? So everyone's like doing something. Everyone's like looking at someone like what's going on here? Well, she's really
Well,
like
there's
side-eyeing.
no
I
Superman.
want him to, dude, I want him to draw Wonder Woman so bad. Look how good this looks. I
The
don't
co
even
the
think I
whole cover looks good, dude. And that's the
all his
best shot of
characters are
like King
so
Shark.
cool. Yeah,
Lex looks great. Plastic Man, Lobo, everything on this cover is awesome. And
everything's
then
perfect.
and then you go down to Batman. That's pretty funny.
This Bruno Redondo cover is really funny. That's really funny. I love it. I couldn't figure out who drew this. This was a Titans variant, but that was pretty
This
cool.
looks like that looks like the DC Who's Who from the 90s. Like this is what would have
Yeah,
been the Cyborg.
yeah. I really like this. I think, what was I thinking? There was one thing I wanted to mention. Shoot. Did I not put Titans in here? I don't think I did. No,
There you
so
go.
Titans gets a new team, but I forget who was working on it.
Oh, there was something about Titans.
Yeah, I forget. I thought I put it in there. I must have forgot. Maybe we'll cover it next week. Here's your DC Finest. I think this is a really, really good collection. This is a Joker collection where you have uh, a lot of the classic stories, a lot of the Neil Adams. I think you have the Marshall Rogers stuff in here a bit. You have Joker 1 to 10, and then a couple issues that he did backups in there. So again, this is like a perfect Joker, like like Bronze Age collection. It's perfect. So these are really nice collections. They're really nice. They're trumping a little bit over the Epic collections. They're doing it a little again. They had Epic collections to look at for the last like 10 years plus. But I just like the way that they look on shelf. I like that it's not there's no volume on it. There's no volume on it. In the back of it, it'll tell you the years. I think it maybe will tell you the years on the spine, but perfectly designed and good collections. There's your that's your for you. That's for you. They also have
Love
a
it.
Sensation Comics, I think one, which I think would look great on a foil. I love the that
Is it
cover.
if it's Golden Age size?
Yeah. Tough one. How much are the foils
Uh,
in this? Six, seven?
yeah, something like that.
Six, seven.
Ugh, get it the fuck out of here.
6, 7, baby. I love it. There was something I watched yesterday and I sent it to the girls. I'm sure they actually they didn't even do a haha on it. So I guess it's not as funny as I thought it was. What was that
Sad
one?
dad. Sad dad. Sad dad when you don't get the like.
Oh, I was watching a Beatles documentary and yeah, Ringo says it. He's like, I don't know, we had like six, seven in a row. And I was like, yeah, 6, 7. I filmed it. It was on the Beatles anthology documentary, which is it's too long. Man, oh man. I love long shit. Like you could tell me that
What she
Get
said.
Back, the Get Back, like which was like 9 or 10 hours, that could have been 20 hours. This is about 9 hours. This could have been five. Actually, even better. Look up. I think it's. I forget what the last picture. I forget what it's called. Look up Conan O'Brien Beatles podcast. He guest hosted. I can't believe how much Conan O'Brien knows about the Beatles. It's
Oh my
insane. He
God.
sat with
Did,
another
did
guy, and then
did you
did
hear the Elvis
trivia.
story? Did you hear the
His
Did you hear the Conan O'Brien Elvis story?
Oh,
He's
when
watching.
he was watching the documentary
Yeah,
about Elvis, he's like, "This guy really knows what he's talking about." And then he was on screen.
and then it was him.
It was him.
He's
No,
like, oh yeah, yeah, I forgot.
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy how much he knows about the Beatles. And I thought he knew a lot about Elvis. Yeah, he knows a
Yeah.
ton about the Beatles. And it was really really fun. This is a pretty cool situation. You know, Demon 1 and 16. I have in that really good paper quality, but you're gonna give me 200 pages, 200 pages of original pencil inks as presented by Kirby Museum. So I was just at the Kirby Museum. Should probably do a short on that. The Kirby Museum pop up in New York a week or two ago. It's been an hour and a half in this tiny room. Great.
Would you prefer one giant 600-page absolute edition, or would you prefer a slipcase with two separate hardcovers, one of 1 through 16, one of the art?
You did it, buddy. You did it. I really like the Crisis. Do a Crisis.
Do a Crisis?
The
Yeah, do
Crisis Absolute is the best.
the
It's
DC
1 to
the
12.
the JLA Avengers hardcover.
Yeah.
Really nice hardcover. It's two separate things. Here's the second with original art, with the original, Perez stuff from the 80s. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
I
That's the
think I think that's
best.
better.
Those are the two that are the best. I didn't get the New Gods ones, even though I want to kind of have the New Gods ones because um I know the volume two has like a pencil story that was never really printed in anything. It was in like Jack Kirby collectors and things like that. Plus, there's a Scioli essay in the second one that I think I would like to have.
ASA. Surely's the best.
A essay,
We
so
got
that's pretty good. Um, I feel like yeah. So they have a new Teen Titans. It's called New Titans now. So Titans is ending.
okay.
Kind of funny that like I read a couple of shows, Pete Woods and John Layman. Good team, but
Solid.
I never read that many issues of it, and it's over now. Okay, and I forget who's coming on to it. I think it's like it's a Torrin Cronbeck. I don't know. I know it seems, and then they have people kind of blurred out, so you don't know who's going to be joining it. But then they're putting this out like almost like the same month. I'm like, yeah, but we're like everything here. I don't know if it was the Turner covers. Who drew this originally? Was it Mike McCone?
Mike McCone.
Yeah. So you had a really strong interior. This was a really good book. You had a new Superboy, and I just feel like they lost this. Now, I don't know if you can get Titans back, dude. I don't know if you can get Titans back. And here's the thing is I feel like listen, I feel like we're aging out of it. So the new Teen Titans, everyone was like young. So everyone nostalgic for that type of Teen Titans is 60 years old. I'm 50 or 60 years old.
You're right. We're 50
Also,
and we're not Wolfman Perez like super fans.
Marvel,
We
I
had to
believe,
go.
is putting out a Planet of the Apes plus Aliens plus Predator. Who's reading that? Who wants that?
We're gonna read it.
Who is ordering like Planet of the like who wants to read a Planet of the Apes book?
People
They're
who are in there,
70.
people who are 60, for sure.
I don't
Liefeld,
know, man.
Liefeld's
Uh,
people, people who are just slightly older than us. Like we love it. Like we enjoy all that stuff, but we don't like obsess about it. But be careful. Be careful. Don't show us the wrong stuff. Yeah, that Teen Titans run is so strong. Jeff Johns wrote that so good. He put so much creative stuff in that.
mhm.
Mark Leone, 123. Um, but it does like soon as he leaves, it's like that book just goes down fast, and you're like, ah. It just you know it is. Once they kill Connor Kent, Superboy in Infinite Crisis, that book went down. It had a
Yeah,
hard time surviving. You know what's interesting? So Liefeld comes in and does 2 issues of that book, and I'm like, yeah, Liefeld's gonna come in, do 2 issues of Teen Titans with Jeff Johns. That'll be great. And then you get it, and it's like Gail Simone's script.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm like, what happened there? Like they're fun issues. He brings back Hawk and Dove for the first time. You know, like the first probably modern Hawk and Dove in years that anyone
Mhm.
cared about. It's very weird. Like, why did Gail Simone do that? I know Jeff Johns is very like him and Liefeld get along. Like they Jeff Johns is a huge Youngblood fan. Jeff Johns has a Youngblood comic that he wrote when he was a teenager,
Mhm.
which probably isn't bad.
Right, right.
You know, Liefeld's like, I want to draw that book one day. So it's good on it, Rob.
Yeah, I feel like that could have done they could have done more with that. I think I've bought that so many times in dollar mints and stuff. I was like, I think I have it. So happens I sell this. I have it. I think I have like 4 or 5 sets of that 2 issues of
He's
Teen
he's
Titans.
he it's a variant cover that like he stapled on, which like DC allowed. And I remember he sold it at Baltimore, and it's a pretty good cover.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't even remember if I have it. I'll X it in. I'll X it in.
there you won't.
Um, I think this is a it's a way late situation here. Why didn't this come out as the Thunderbolts movie came out? First off, the Thunderbolts movie, what a misstep. Like you rebranded it to New Avengers like the week after it came out. They had the asterisks and I think legally they weren't allowed to change it or something. There was some type of like thing
Listen,
where it was too different.
it's a fun idea, but you didn't follow through or even look into it beforehand. So not smart. Just not smart.
No. And then you had I think you had a Thunderbolts book, but that came out and it just was New Avengers when it came out. Like I don't think it ever actually had a Thunderbolts issue. It just was New Avengers. So like that was a misstep, and I think that's canceled. That was Sam Humphries, I believe. But what also I think is really weird is that you have co-creator Paul Jenkins. I imagine that Jay Lee's going to get a cover. It doesn't say here, but uh, hmm, I don't know the last time Jay Lee worked for Marvel though. And when I really think about it, I don't know. There's been a recent thing. So you have an Alex Maleev cover, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. Brian
Um,
Hitch. Is that Brian? No, it's not Brian Hitch. It's
I don't know. I
it
don't know
it
who
looks
this
like
is.
Brian Hitch.
It looks like Brian Hitch, yeah. But this guy, the guy who's drawing it, this guy Christian Rosado has drawn like one short story in like a Predator Black, White, and Red. They're like this guy from Black, White. I'm like there's no farming system anymore. You know what I mean? Like so think about like the first Deadpool miniseries, right? So you have like Mad Ware doing he did what? He did Marvel Comics Presents 2 issues of
Ex-
Excalibur.
Correct.
And
Correct.
then it's like you graduate up. Ian Churchill, I don't know if he did anything before. I'm not sure what he did before the Deadpool 2 mini.
He did a issue of he worked. He did a backup, I think, at X-Men Unlimited.
Okay. Yeah.
He did a couple things for sure
Yeah, but you
before that.
graduate in, but now it's like the I think the what do you call that? The I don't know. It's a baseball term.
Listen,
Your bench
Marvel.
is so short. Your bench is so like you don't. It's like oh, you did 8 pages here. Boom.
You're not even getting these guys to the AAA league. Like they're
Right.
not. They're just jumping
Right.
from like high school to Marvel.
Yeah. 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 There's but
Which could be a thing, but like maybe this guy will be good. I don't know, but we don't know him. He's not helping the
but
sales.
also a lot of these when this stuff comes out, the people aren't
Also,
doing the covers. The people
no,
are not. He doesn't get a variant cover. So it's like, well, how good is it? You know what I mean? Like even with well, so I haven't I didn't look at I'm waiting
and
until I guess it's a Marvel app, but the aliens uh the Captain America aliens interiors are by Stefano Gaudino was the anchor for Michael Lark for a lot of years. So I imagine it's probably that same stuff. Kind of like Jesus Marino. Jesus Marino
yeah, when he started penciling, it was like, oh, you look
is
like you
Pacheco.
inking Carlos Pacheco.
Correct. But he's since changed it a little bit more. This actually kind of dovetails into this similar artist. The guy who's drawing this is Renato Guedes, who had a different style, and then when he did Action Comics, became a little bit more different. Than I think he evolved one more past that.
Looks like he's got a little Gordon Porlov in him.
But I
And
don't, I, I don't know who drew that. I don't think that doesn't look like Renato Guedes drew that. This cover is, I don't
that
know.
that looks like Milo Manara style. Like it's not Milo Manara, but it looks like his colors, like what he could do when he
Yeah, this
paints.
article was bad. And it doesn't say. Yeah, that's a rip cover.
Yeah, that's Rip. He's
Uh,
instantly recognizable.
I don't know. And then that's in Dustin. You know.
Yeah.
So let me see. I don't know who did the main one, but this this artist, but it doesn't say. But it's Steve Orlando, dude. Steve Orlando. Oh man, like
Oh man.
I fall asleep when I read Steve Orlando books. Like
You
they're
know,
just
I
not.
he's interesting to interview, but not it doesn't follow through on the writing.
Maybe I'll read, but this is through Alien, who Alien is a subdivision of
The
IDW now.
really they still have some of the Valiant rights, don't they?
Yeah, 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 yeah. They have the new Valiant little relaunch, but their artists like seem like D-level artists. I tried to look at X-Men Man of War and I did not like the way they looked. So, but that's a good rip cover. Color on that,
Yeah.
great,
Yeah, it
really
is.
good, really good. These are all fine. I'll try it. I'll try it. These are the Dark Horse bullpen books. I think this is a weird collection because did you see the Art of Fantastic Four one? Did you look through that?
No, I didn't get a chance to look through it.
I don't like the way that they have it formatted because they don't really tell you who's inking what. So you have like the Art of Fantastic Four, you have a bunch of Kirby stuff. They talk about they have little quotes that Kirby does. They have little quotes by other people talk about this artwork, blah blah blah. But like they're not sourcing it right. You're doing it wrong, guys. You're doing it wrong. I was showing something yesterday with Savage Sword of Conan Reforged because my issue with this also, I was showing John at the shop yesterday. My issue with these, is that it does not anywhere tell you what. So you have this, which is the first time this Mike Zeck pinup is colored. I've seen this bunch of times, but nowhere in any of this tells you a copyright date on what was drawn when. So you have this Alfredo Alcala uh, issue here, right? But it could very easily be at the bottom, just say from Savage Sword of Conan number 6, comma 1974. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And I just don't know where it doesn't have that at all. And you have this interview, which is from a Savage Sword of Conan like 200 or something. Like it's just, I don't know. It's not much. That being said, these are wonderful. This is the Conan Reforged. This is how you do the reprint. Smells great too.
Right.
Smells really wonderful. But I just think that if you just had it in there, and he made fun of me, I was like, you gotta just put it right there. So you have it right there. That's it. I just want the dates on them. That's all. I just want the dates on them.
I get it.
But this is two very, very different eras. So you're going to have the book half and half. I'm not sure. So it has Thor Annual 2, it's first Hercules. 134 is 4 full issues. So you're having 50, 50. I don't know if I had the number of pages on this thing, but then you're having 337, 338, 339, 40. So you're having the first 4 issues full, So this is basically like a non-artist edition, right? So because it did say they're black and white, and I don't know if they're scanned. I'm not sure. Original, yeah,
Is it
archival
is it is it scanned from the art or
scans.
is it the old scans?
Original artwork
Like this,
reproduced from Marvel archival scans. So I'm not sure. I don't know.
you can just.
I'm not sure.
Uh, I'm surprised Scott Dunbier just didn't go do this himself first and just go to Simonson's house with a scanner because he owns it all still.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
sure. I'm not sure what
I'm
the
not.
licensing on this is, but again, Marvel. This is not by Marvel. This is by Dark Horse. So I I don't know. It's just a weird collection. It's a weird collection that you have like this very famous Kirby image here. You have Kirby corner box, and you have four drawings, which I'm not even sure if these four drawings are in those four issues. I don't think so. I think that's from anyway. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't like it. I think it's $60. I don't like that the archive editions or the Act 3, whatever the artist editions or whatever they're, the gallery, whatever. They're the 150 is just untenable. I think it's too much. A couple years ago they did one and it was like a soft cover of like a bunch of Romita. And I was like, why don't you just do that? Do that for the commoners, do that for something like $50. $50. Um, that being said, when stuff like this comes out, if you can get it the first 3 weeks, you can buy it basically half off. So that's, but I think it's weird. Also, in the same realm of everyone licensing things to everything, Archie Mainline, I kind of agree with this. Okay, Archie Mainline, and we've talked about this a couple times. When they do their weird shit, that works.
Yes, everyone pays attention.
But they still have the branding of the old stuff. They still have the digest. They still have the Betty, Veronica, Archiekins. Like that's it.
Right.
You have to
They have
do
they have
that.
70 years of that.
Yeah. So you still do that Dan Parent style. So Archie, from what I understand, is going to still do those, still do the digest. They're going to actually have a magazine too in that style, but they're apparently all of the other stuff is now going to go to Oni. So Oni's going to be doing their thing. And this is through so W. Maxwell Prince writing Archie is a little interesting. Fabio Moon drawing it. I'm not sure who Nick Cagnetti is, if that's a person who's going to work on Fabio Moon's artwork. Fabio Moon drawing Archie. What the fuck? That's the Umbrella Academy guy. That's
Yes.
that's kind of great. I think that's really good. Karina Becco. Um, so what these are being pulled from, if you look at it, they're being pulled from, was it Art Ops? I'm trying to remember what Maxwell Prince did before he did Ice Cream Man, but he worked for a couple companies. But Ice Cream Man's being his biggest. You have read that Superman book? I'm waiting
I've
until
read
it's
the
all
first
done.
I'm waiting for the I've read the first two issues. I'll get back into it. I like stuff in it. It just doesn't feel like I don't know. I got to keep reading it. I'll give a
I think
final
he's
review when I'm
weird.
done it.
Yeah, I think he's weird for weird's sake. I think sometimes like I he did haha. Is that right? I liked haha because that was all just Joker archetypes. It was all clown archetypes, but they're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
crazy.
You
They're
know
all
you know what it is?
murderers.
You know what it is, Mark? It's that the concept is poor. The
Hmm.
concept is poor. Superman's the most powerful man in the galaxy, whatever. And he's going to experiment with kryptonite. Oh, let me see what this does to me. How about you just don't go near it? Because you don't
Right.
know if that's the
Right.
kryptonite that's going to turn you evil forever. You
Is
don't
that
like
red? Was red kryptonite? That's when you're a bad guy. You're you do
no
you have
black
sex.
kryptonite is supposed to be the bad one.
What
I
was
think that's a more new one. No, red kryptonite just morphs you. Ant head, lion head, look like
okay.
a you know what I mean. That's red
I thought
kryptonite's
red
the fun
kryptonite in
one.
the Smallville show, he's just going to go fuck people. I thought that was like what they were doing in that.
It on the TV shows, nothing's the same on TV show. I mean, technically
Yeah.
speaking, they should have had red kryptonite in Superman 3.
Mhm.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
Superman 3. So anyway, it's just it's a faulty it's a fun what he does with it is fun, but it's a faulty premise. Superman wouldn't expose himself purposely as an experiment because you
Yeah.
don't
Expose
know.
yourself.
This could be the kryptonite that takes away your powers forever. This could be the kryptonite, you know what I mean? That makes you just want to pound sand. So
Yeah. Uh, but if you look at this, the Karina Becco, Kano, that's pretty much the team on all the EC books. Kano works a ton in there. Kano worked on Dial H for Hero, which I
which
thought
we
was
love.
great. I thought that was a great book. Who wrote that book? Will Pfeiffer? Does that sound right?
Yes, Will Pfeiffer.
Who?
The best book of his career.
Yes. Yeah, because he never really recovered. He took over Catwoman, I think, and that was
He
fine.
did a Wonder Woman Amazon's Attack, and
Yeah.
it didn't resonate. But
Yeah.
also
Right.
he had a full-time job, so this dude was only writing after work. He's one of us. He's a full-timer. But he was good. He was talented. Like he just
Yeah, he did Aquaman. He did Aquaman, and I think he did the Sub Diego. Is that right?
Sub Diego's very possible. I like Sub Diego.
That was good. That was good. But so okay, so I like that Sabrina team, I like an Archie team, Archie and hell, Patrick Horvath and Tyler Crook. Patrick Horvath, I can't finish Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Like it's disturbing. You know what it is? It's basically a teddy bear
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
like
I've seen the
Dexter,
right.
and like it's tough. So I just like, and again, and I know it's real popular and all that. It's one of those things where I feel the same way with some of the Tinian books, like when it's like real fucking dark. Like what was I
Yeah.
read the Deviant? I was reading the Deviant. And I was like, I'm
Oh yeah.
uncomfortable, and
Yeah.
it's really gross, and I'm like, ah, God damn it. But God, that's fucking ballsy, man. That's a ballsy lineup, and I'm not sure who did the like this artwork. It's very cool though. It looks very much like a Darwin Cook like type of styling.
Yeah.
I just think it's cool, man. I think it looks really, really interesting. Here's a Kari Andrews Black Cat cover. Thank you. Thank
I'm surprised
you.
Archie doesn't do like one book that's in the old style, like new stories of that, but but make it like weird.
The Wade run was too straight. The Betty and
The
Veronica, the Jughead book was good. The Jughead book was weird. The Jughead book, that was the Chip, that was
that
the
was
best
Chip
thing Chip
Zdarsky.
did. And then Ryan
He
North took it over, and then I think it was a little bit better. And that
mm,
ended. That just ended, and they didn't like. I just feel like it can't sustain. But yeah, when Wade did it, and I was like, Wade, why are you doing this? But it was Wade Fiona Staples.
yeah, it looked really
Good.
good. It was
It
good.
was
It was
good,
solid.
but it just like at a certain point,
I
then I
mean,
think it went to a bunch of other people, and once the artwork switched out, and it became just like the same, just the same type of stuff. I was like, nah,
yeah. Give
you
me
know,
no. I mean, like, give me an actual Dan Parent, Dan DeCarlo
yeah.
style. Give me that book back. But
Yeah, and
like,
that's what the main line's going to be. So I think it's interesting to kind of play with this. Only in Marvel, only some of the solicits were up. So I just grabbed. I guess this could be pretty interesting. I'm trying to think who. There's someone. I don't think I do
that's
the
a great cover. But is that
who is
Mary
Venom.
Jane?
I don't know.
Is he pounded on Mary Jane?
I don't
Literally?
know. I thought they got rid of that. You know.
I don't know. That looks cool too.
Yeah, it's all Ed McGuinness. All right. So I before the show started, I said, listen, there's a movie on Netflix that's like probably an Oscar bait movie. It's a Noah Baumbach probably peaked at Marriage Story, right? He put out Jay Kelly, which is just like a weird. It's just about this like aging actor who played by George Clooney. George Clooney kind of playing George Clooney, and his agent who treats like shit. It was Adam Sandler.
Uh,
It was just a slog. It took me four separate tries to get through it. It's 2 hours and 14 minutes. It's a mess. But this guy's in it. Now I didn't know that until I think I saw this article, and then and he's like, he's in this. He's in Jay Kelly, and I'm like, oh okay. Well, where is he? And he's on a train and he steals someone's purse. And you get no time with this dude whatsoever. So like I don't know. But I really got to go back. I mean, I think a couple episodes back, I'm screaming my fucking head off because James Gunn said that I never said it was going to be a Brainiac story. And then yesterday he puts out like this thing, puts out the same like brain, like cosmic shit.
he literally probably never said Brainiac out loud or typed it, but everyone else did. So, whatever. I don't follow him like crazy. If
I
you
need to get away from him. He's
you do.
makes me insane.
But I'm interested. If this guy rose to the top, he must have something. He
This
must.
you know what this guy's going to be? He's going to be. I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be the like Christoph Waltz of what was that Inglorious Bastard? You're like, who's this guy? Who the fuck's this guy? Like
Oh
it's
my
going to be the
God.
same exact thing.
Also,
I think it's right.
also,
I think it's
I would have
correct.
Christoph Waltz would have been a good Brainiac. I
Yeah,
also went on this thing where I said any Doctor Who probably would be a good Brainiac. Matt Smith or
Matt
David
Smith
Tennant.
was the front runner for a
Right.
lot of things. Matt Smith
Even
has yet to really hit right because Matt Smith was cut out of what? Wasn't he in something completely and they cut him out? He was in Star Wars. He was in Star Wars. I think he was supposed to be in Revenge of the last one, Return of the Jedi. What the fuck's the last one called?
the the last Skywalker,
Yeah,
Rise of Skywalker.
he's in that. He was supposedly shot. They shot scenes. It's gone.
And they got him
Gone.
out.
Completely out. It's gone.
Because
Love it.
he keeps not working. Like he doesn't work in Morbius. He doesn't work in uh they put him in a Terminator movie, you know? I
Can't
like
do it.
him. I do like him. He would have been a good Brainiac. Even Eccleston would have been a good Brainiac. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
these guys like
Eccleston was wasted in
Eccleston
the Marvel universe, by the way.
wasted. Well,
Yeah.
so was Idris Elba. Like who'd have
Mm.
thought he'd be so good and like, oh, let's make him Humdale, which is awesome. He's great.
They
He I
casted him early, and then they were like, "Oh, like they casted him like too early in his career." You know what I mean? It
yeah.
was like, and then it was
But he's
like,
but he's got like the best line because he can see everything. And Thor's like trying to sneak over the bridge. Remember? He's like,
mm,
"I'm just gonna look over here." Like it
right,
was
right,
just so well acted and
right.
funny. It was like I laughed. It was like it's the littlest things, dude.
Yeah, yeah. But think about that. Think about the end of like Love and Thunder, where like he's in like Valhalla, and then like Jane shows up, and I'm like, are they doing anything with this? Why do you have this fucking scene? You have no
Listen,
plan.
I
There's
like the
no plan
scene.
for these fucking scenes.
No, I don't mind a nice Valhalla scene, but
I just,
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with it.
just end it. Just end it. Like, you know what I
Hey,
mean? Like, there's so many lines. There's so many
are there
plot lines not around.
are there Avenger trailers out? I've been so busy. I've seen the one with Steve Rogers holding his baby. But then I
Uh,
haven't checked because there's so much AI slop out there. My
yeah,
friend sent me a link. I'm like, this is AI, dude. You just fell for
yeah, yeah,
AI.
yeah. The baby one is real, but what I think is interesting is, I don't think did I send it to you? Someone took the audio. They had the audio, and they were afraid to get like copyright, and someone made an AI trailer, and you show them side by side, right?
Wow.
The AI trailer is a little bit better. It's like
Okay.
it's a hair better. There's two reverse shots that I think I'm like, oof, that's a little bit better. Um, so that's interesting. Because I think the shot composition in one of the things where like he's walking up the steps and you kind of see his reflection in the window, it's a bad shot. And I was like, oof. Like I thought that. So then the shot that they have in there, the AI is like, oh, that's a better shot. Like I don't know. I feel like AI, they need to just have an AI like screen like storyboard or something. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
It was cracking me up when we were talking the other week. Like, there's going to be like there's two Avengers movies playing, and we're like, oh, we're gonna get Doomsday Part One and Part Two, and then you're like, we're gonna get Secret Wars Part One, Two, and Three, and just the idea of five Avengers movies
Oh shit,
is
we didn't even talk
hilarious.
about how like what happened, do you think, with James Cameron where he's like, I'm only making Avatar movies until I die. And then he's like, uh 4, 5, and 6, I'm just not doing I'm over. It's over. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Like,
Oh, did he say that he's not doing four,
yeah,
five, and six now?
yep. But I thought that when he was shooting 3, I thought he was shooting parts of 4, 5, and 6.
So did I.
I thought that's what he said. You know what? We don't need to police these fucking
You
wackos. You
know,
know what
you
I
know what's
mean?
crazy
Like,
is Cameron doesn't need to do anything ever again. He's so rich beyond rich.
no, I know, but I think he enjoys I don't think it's out yet, but I know that there's the Corridor Crew guys who break
I do
apart
gotta.
VFX. They went to his studio and they showed him how he directs like in this motion performance capture, I think is what he calls it. Like uh how he can zoom in and like he can look on a camera and direct it.
I gotta go buy my tickets for Avatar next week. I forgot to. We're going down to Atlantic City. They have the big IMAX down there.
I didn't
Have
see
you
it.
ever have you ever been to the IMAX in Willow Grove? Not Willow
Uh
Grove, King of Prussia.
yeah, it's okay. It's not
It's
that great.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Have you been Have you been to Atlantic City?
Yeah, I saw Batman Begins in Atlantic City.
Do you think Atlantic City's better?
Yeah, because it's the
That's
true
true.
like tall. It's the true
Yes.
tall. I
Okay.
saw Dark Knight. I saw Batman Begins and Dark Knight, I think, in Atlantic City.
I saw Dark
And
Knight Rises there. Or no,
I
know
hate
what I
Dark Knight
saw there?
Rises.
I know. No, I didn't see it there. I saw Mission Impossible there because they had a 10-minute Dark Knight Rises
Oh,
attachment
okay.
in the beginning. That
With
was
the
like
plane.
only in IMAX. Yeah, with the plane, which is like not a great scene. And that's where you first see Bane and you can't understand him. And we're like, what the hell's going on? This is bad.
Yeah, and when that note happened, what should have happened is that the studio should have been like, okay, before the movie comes out, just change his audio a little bit, or maybe put subtitles to fuck
He
up. I
says
don't know.
he said it's subtitles. He
He made it
said he
worse. No,
did.
you think he said, "Oh, I heard it and I made it worse." Like he like admits to making it worse. It's so weird. Like it's so weird what they give like just fucking complete levity. So they just give him fucking leeway. Just do it. So
Is there
weird.
what's attached to Avatar? Is there an Odyssey? Something?
Probably. Well, the thing is that the I think they had preview screenings of Avatar, and then the whole thing was people were pissed off that they didn't have Avengers trailers attached to the preview screenings of a movie that's not even fucking out yet. It's like fuck off. Like you're getting a treat. Like you're getting a treat to see this movie
Yeah.
before, and you're pissed. Like I think, dude, I feel like everything's over. It's all over, dude.
What a
Everything's over.
pessimist. What a pessimist.
It's just it's exhausting. Like like the ScarJo stuff. You have ScarJo, and they're like we've already made the movie in our head. It's like, oh, she's going to be she's Phantasm, and she's so we can't watch that movie if that movie happens because we know
And if
the
she's not
ending.
Phantasm, if she's
We'll be
not
pissed
Phantasm,
off about
we're
it.
gonna be pissed.
Right, right,
Because,
right.
but if she is Phantasm, then we're pissed. So it's like we suck.
Everything's screwed. Listen, I feel like it's all George Lucas's fault because George Lucas he was too wishy-washy if he's making more movies or not making movies. So we had nothing but toys in a fucking sandbox and we made up our own shit. That's why nothing could ever come up. Nothing can ever satisfy us as far as episode one, two, and three. I don't think it was until I think two when things were just kind of goofy and they're fighting in a big they're fighting in sand. I think at that point I'm like, I don't know, this is kind of fun. This is like a
It's literally they're fighting in a sandbox. You're right.
fighting in
You're right.
sandbox. And at that point I just kind of let go. I'm like, oh, I don't have to take this that seriously. This is just more, I think Ian even said it one time. He's like,
Oh,
it's just more information. You can decide to take it if not. It's all fanfic at this point. You can decide if you want it or not. It's up to
it's
you.
true. I mean, I feel like sometimes you read Marvel comics and they just all feel like fan fiction. Because guess
A
what?
lot.
They
Yeah.
are. They are. Everything's fan fiction. It's like just because a writer's older than us doesn't mean his opinions count any more than anyone else.
Unless you're Kurt Busiek, which I just believe your opinion. I used to feel that way. Don't you think that you do that? Like I feel like you would almost give like authority to like, okay, if you feel like this is the way the character is, I
It's
believe
true.
you.
No,
If Marv Wolfman says something and he says this is how it goes, okay. If Mark Waid says something about Superman, I'll listen to it. I'll be like, okay, what are you gonna say? Like I'll give it more weight.
yes.
Elliot S. Mag can talk about Superman. You give it
Oh
more
yeah.
weight.
Carrie Bates 100%. Like all these
Yeah.
guys who wrote it, and then even like I was going to say modern people like David Michelini. I'm like, it's not modern. He wrote it 30 years ago.
Right,
But
right, right.
like
Right.
we believe him on Spider-Man. We
Yeah,
they
yeah.
knew the characters.
Yeah, if I want to listen to Roy Thomas about something, I'll do that. Except when it's Wolverine.
Except for it's Wolverine. That's just
Oof.
a money grab.
Jeez, if I
Just a
if
money
I meet
grab.
Roy Thomas in Texas in June, dude, what am I gonna do? I'll be like, dude, I'm so conflicted with you, bro.
No, you're not. You're gonna thank him for doing Conan, and
I will
that's
thank
it.
him. That's it. Because I
All right.
believe in, again, nothing nice to say, just say it on a podcast that no one really watches or listens to.
That listen, yeah,
All right,
nobody's
so
gonna call us
this
out.
so this guy, Lars Blagaga,
So
okay,
I do like that he is going to.
is a
I think this
big fucking
Brainiac is a
head.
culmination of like everything Brainiac. Like he's just doing everything mixed into one, which is the way to do it. Like Jeff Johns' interpretation of Brainiac is probably the best. He
Yeah.
created the modern Brainiac with and him and Gary Frank's run.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
gonna be all James Gunned up. James Gunn,
Also, the Brainiac from Krypton was pretty good. That's the
Krypton,
only time we got Brainiac was on Krypton. Krypton.
Krypton, the Krypton sci-fi show
Yes,
with has Adam Strange in a baseball cap for some fucking reason.
traveling backwards in time, 200 years to Krypton. Now, you know what?
Oh,
Not a bad Lobo too.
yes, that's a good look. Correct. I feel like that Supergirl trailer we got a little robbed. You should have had just I think maybe an
One more
interaction.
second. No, give me 2 more seconds to Lobo so we can really focus in on him. We
Yeah,
couldn't focus in on him,
no, very
but
Guardians, bro. Very
it
Guardians in
was.
that movie. This is the Titan Solicitations. I don't know what this is. Seems kind of fun. That art is really fun. Ben Herrera's drawing the interiors. That's a Kit Wallace cover. Looks like Ben Herrera, so I don't know.
It
The B
says Ben
cover,
Herrera.
yeah, the B cover is kind of neat too. I don't know what this is. It just seems it's supposed to be like The Office and da da da. So we'll see.
Yeah,
It seems. What's that book that just came out? What's the Benito book that I haven't read yet? Benito's got a book where it's like it looks like this
the,
kind of.
the Hectoplasm.
Yeah, is that fun or that's just fine?
That's I didn't read the new one yet. I only read the old one, which
I
which
feel
I
like I'm
liked.
50-50 on these books, like where they're like it's like what's the shirtless bear fighter? I'm like, it's one joke, bro. I get it, one issue
It's it's not
and that's
bad.
it.
I like Shirtless Bear
You know.
Fighter,
Yeah.
but it,
Let's
it is one joke.
yeah, then there was a
But
Bigfoot one, Moonshine Bigfoot, and it was like, all right, like
that looked incredible,
It looked cool.
and red okay.
It's fine. Yeah, it
Who
was
was that?
fine.
Was that Steve
So
Ellis?
I think so. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good. It was really drawn nice. That guy, I can't believe he didn't work more. Did you read his book, The Silencers?
No, I meant to. I think that's supposed to be
Fantastic.
good though, right?
I think
Yeah.
it's 1 through 4 at Moonstone, and then they did it through Image, and number 1 came out, and the sales just weren't there.
Mm.
But it's good. He's looking to bring that back.
Yeah. Conan 30. Whenever what I think is really cool with this, I talked about this before. If you're doing a Doug Braithwaite story, Zub knows where to place. It's just if you could basically probably in 2, 3 years, you can just have a Doug Braithwaite hardcover and it's nothing but like this era of Conan. Really interesting what Zub's doing. So if he has that same thing, I think he's doing it with for Fernando Dagnino. He's doing like a certain era of that. I don't think they'd ever make collections like that. Maybe they should just make digital collections of that. I think that would be kind of cool and be like, you want to read this story, but like that's it, you know. I think that's really fun. Stephen Green. Does Stephen Green work with a Hickman? Does that sound right? Did he do that Sea of Stars? Was that a book a couple years ago? That was a Duggan
That
book, I
was
believe.
See, it wasn't no, wasn't that Jason Aaron
Jason
and
Aaron.
Hopeless, Dennis Culver? But he went by
Dennis
Culver.
Hallam.
Hallam. That's what it
Dennis
is.
Hallam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Sea of Stars. I mean, look, there was a couple books right around that time that I thought were pretty cool. Stellar, I think, is great. That was the Joe Keating, Brett
That was
Blevins.
pretty good. That
That
was
was
pretty
great.
good. And
That was
I liked
Skybound.
the God Damned Jason Aaron. That was
Oh,
really
I
good.
never read that. I think that's all like Bible shit, right? I should read it.
Yeah,
That's dirty.
that's yeah. It's
It's an
Bible shit in
alternate Bible.
theory. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an alternate Bible.
It's good though. It's the second storyline's crazy. The first one's very straightforward. The second one's crazy.
Look at this, dude.
Oh, Kyle Hotz, man.
Look at
God,
this.
he's so good. Can I get a Kyle Hotz Youngblood cover or a Dragon cover?
It would be
Can we
real
get
sad
him
if
doing?
Kyle Hotz breaks up with whoever EKH is. You know, what if they break up? You have hundreds of issues where you have that in there. Hope it's going strong, but that would be sad. Savage Sword, Alex Horley cover. I don't know if this person's doing the interior. I guess so. Yeah, that looks like what does that look like? Like box trolls. It looks like a Leica drawing. You know, it looks like it's
Yeah.
really. But yeah, give me a Solomon Kane story that's gonna be real weird. Like I don't know who this is. Writer Enrique Duenas Gonzalez, or James Castillo. That sounds like a whole other Brazilian team shit, dude. I don't know. But you got your Thomas Delatorre in the front end. Funny they didn't give Delatorre a cover, but I don't know. You got Horley on contract, whatever.
That cover is so good. It's so like creepy magazine in the 70s. Or
I
eerie
almost
mag.
want to
That's what
buy
it looks
both these
like.
covers, man. It's tough. These fucking, like
I know.
keep going, bro. Really fun. Then they have a foil at $17. Get out of here. The first one of this came out. These are, I believe, out in France.
Mon Dieu.
Yeah, so I think there's a new, yeah, so they already have one. That one, the Black Jewel, I believe, is already out. So they come out over in France, but look at this, really, really pretty looking. It really looks good. And it looks like Manara, like we mentioned about
Yes.
Manara or and Mobius Manara together. So, but that's all my junk. That's all my stuff. You got anything in the chats to talk about?
Just a couple of various things I just happened to find and look cool. Nothing like news. Well, the first one's a little bit newsworthy.
Everything's news.
Yeah, I thought this was cool. I didn't know anything about this. I guess Image is doing Christmas blind bags, and this is one of the
Son of
things
a
you could get.
bitch.
I know it's neat looking. I don't know if that's gold foil. It looks like gold foil,
Yeah.
black and white, Wanma.
I
Did he
guess it's
color
just
it like this, or do they just
I don't know.
black and white the colors? They probably just
Seems
black and white the colors.
yeah, it seems like that, but that's okay. That's all right.
No,
I'm
it
not
looks
mad at it.
good. Like the colors chosen by chance or on purpose happen to look good in black and white. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I don't know what other books there were, but I guess we'll find out. This is just somebody taking that original live flow cover and just, I guess they ran it through an AI filter, made it look real. It's it's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Like they
There
did a
was
really.
something that I feel like McFarlane did one where it was like a moving cover, but it was like an NFT. I guess NFTs are done, right? Is that over?
I hope so. Yeah.
But there was like an NFT cover that there was like a countdown to, and I think I saved it as like as a screen video because they're like, this is coming out, and it does this. I'm like, did you just show me it? It was
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Instagram. You showed me an Instagram story. I think I recorded it. I'm like, do I have it now? Do I own it? Like, I mean, it was
McFarlane
just
did
Spawn with like a flowing cape and shit on a fucking rooftop. That's it.
McFarlane did a couple NFTs. Like he did like at least 5 or 6. I remember he kept like announcing them with this guy. Liefeld did something interesting. He did NFTs for these new character cards for the Defiance.
Hmm.
One of which is the character Vandal, which he used in Youngblood. And actually, the Vandal card is based off of an NFT card from like 4 or 5 years ago. And
Hmm.
he made an NFT comic called the Defiance. The whole comic's just an NFT. One guy owns it. I can't. I'm at. He made. I think Liefeld almost made $100,000 that day selling NFTs, which is amazing.
So weird.
So
I
weird.
guess I guess with the whatnot. I mean, I like whatnot. I think he's doing it. He's doing it.
Listen, man,
Um,
whatnot? Maybe Ellis and I forget the writer offhand of the Silencers do a whatnot comic. Try this stuff out.
yeah.
This just hits me just right. This is probably AI, but
Why
God, this
why didn't
you just picture Prime being like, Megatron must be stopped.
I find it
Like this
really
is
weird
that
that
line.
Netflix had a show that looked like this and I couldn't hold on to it.
I know. I watched the first season. Me and Lila watched the whole first season, and I'm like, sorry, it's a little boring.
Yeah, right?
Like, and
Like,
Bumblebee's out of character. Even she's like, who? This isn't Bumblebee. He's not some scumbag,
yeah,
weird
that's
rat.
right. That to me took me out right away.
And Ultra
Um,
Magnus, he like goes to Megatron to like try to broker a peace deal behind Prime's back. That's not what Ultra Magnus is. And he's wearing a cape. Like we don't know who he is with his big ass shoulders.
right,
Who's this?
right.
Who's this Ultra Magnus looking guy in a cow?
Right, who has like the thing, right, exactly. He
Yeah.
has like the stacks, like the
You know what
white
happens?
that's
Megatron kills him. He just kills him.
yeah.
Like bad, just bad writing.
Yeah, I love that hound though. That's dope.
Yeah, it is a
Dope.
pretty cool, pretty dope. Yeah, I know. That's the reason I even showed you. I'm like, oh, it's got Hound in it.
Yeah.
Don Figueroa, the best Transformer artist of all time. He'll just take stuff and make Transformers out of it. And this is, obviously the Rudolph special with some of the Island of Misfit toys. You know, King Skybreaker, Sky Dancer. He's got an awesome name, like the lion guy.
That's really fun.
It's just
Who was this
here.
artist? Is your
That's
here's the
that's the
plugs
Here's the
X.
plugs. My ex Rob Messick on X Twitter. This is the Walker Brothers. They did a little bit of work back in 2004 when this came out. This is Youngblood Genesis. What was originally going to be Youngblood Year One by Kurt Busiek. It's just sat in a drawer, these super detailed outlines. So Liefeld finally just Kurt Busiek, I guess, was too busy at the time to finish it, so he got hired this other guy to do it and put it out through
Is
Arcade
that David
Comics.
Walker?
No, it is not the Walker Brothers who we love.
Oh, okay.
Or it's not the Walker guy we love. It's somebody else.
Brandon
This is
Thomas.
Walker. Brandon Thomas, yeah.
Okay.
He's gone on to have a little bit of a career, but not much. People like that cover because it looks like Portaccio.
Yeah, well, it looks like to me, it looks like I love the underbite. Is that underbite? That technically
That's
an
a huge
underbite?
underbite. It looks like you just pour alcohol into it like a cash register.
It's really good looking. And how many issues of this were out?
Two.
Two.
Number two is super rare to find, at
I've
least for
never
a
seen number
decent
two.
price.
I think I showed you. I ended up getting a ton of these at Welcome Back Comic Sale. Like a ton of these. I should sell them. I'm sure they'll do
They'll
pretty
move
well.
at a good price. Yeah, if you got doubles, sell them.
Yeah.
It's never been collected. It's never been anything. Just out there. Actually, most people don't even know this book came out. When I posted it on the Facebook page, people were like, "Is this a real book?" I'm like, "Yeah, it came out like 20 years ago."
Yeah. Again, I think there's such a blind spot. I'm hoping that um, once things kind of get going for like all like into a year one, year two of like the young blood like resurgence, I'm hoping that we just start getting like really nice traits, you
I
know.
think we are. I think they're trying to make them better because I think Liefeld has like no files, which sucks. So they're doing a lot. I think they're doing a lot of scanning. Maximum Supreme. This story ends up like rereading the story was kind of good. Like it was very detailed, very convoluted. It's the last Supreme story before Alan Moore takes over.
Mm.
This big creatures like Loki, but
You put letters
I,
pages in, bro. Letters
I
pages.
put I do. I put letters page in. I put the contents page in. Some of the letters are really good. They're really good questions. And I always try to see if there's anyone I know.
Right, right,
But
right.
quite often with letters pages, like, oh, we're going to do a book about this. Guess what? They don't do the book about that.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's that we kind of want to do a lost projects like just kind of ongoing, try to find something. And again, I think that the lost project I'm trying to see if I can research a little bit, but I can't find him anywhere. I'm trying to find Frank Gomez, who was the guy who drew like that Commandy at
Yeah.
Earth's End and Superman at Earth's End, like Elseworlds. And I think he did some Lobo. He did some Lobo issues, which makes sense.
Okay.
But he was supposed to do a Black Anvil series, and I have a double spread splash page of it. And I think even that artwork is like cropped from like a Billy Tan artwork. Like it's not even him, I don't believe. But I'm like, do you have anything for that? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
We just want stuff that if it was some type of project, like I imagine Fraga's got stuff in a drawer. You know what I mean? He's it has to.
He he didn't realize one of I think he's got another issue of Kid Supreme almost done, but he's like, oh, I got two issues of Kid Supreme. The first one, he goes, the next one's already done. But he didn't realize that Liefeld put like issue 4 of Kid Supreme into Asylum.
Asylum, right, 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 right.
There's the last issue of Lady Supreme is in Asylum. The last issue of Kid Supreme is in Asylum.
Christian.
Kid, but Kid Supreme had solicits up to like issue 7 or 8.
Hmm.
I'm thinking about after I get through issue 39 Supreme, I got to see where it ends. I kind of forget. Issue 40, I think, is a recap. And I don't know if I'm going to jump, like, maybe I'll dump Kid Supreme and Lady Supreme in. Maybe I'll do, like, instead of doing just one page, I'll do the cover. And then maybe I'll do, like, 4 pages, kind of blow through it a little
Oh, I see.
faster.
Right, right, right.
And then dig into the Alan Moore Supreme. Maybe. We'll see. Something interesting is Supreme 40 ends with Jim Valentino pencils Supreme 40. And
Hmm.
the last page is, like, kind of an homage. It's, like, kind of Superman #1, how he's, instead of flying over the city, he's, like, flying over Earth.
Hmm.
But in a weird parallel way, Alan Moore and Joe Bennett Supreme number 41 starts off in that with a very similar panel.
Right, right.
It's pretty. I'll have to showcase that in both. I'll
Yeah,
showcase it all.
it's funny. It's such a dividing line, you know.
I do have a copy of the script for Lady Supreme #4, like a Terry Moore. Terry Moore wrote Lady Supreme,
Right.
so
Did
issue
he
one
draw
and
Lady
two.
Supreme?
Now he drew a variant cover for #1.
Yeah, I see that here and there. Yeah,
Actually, I think there's two different versions of it. There's two different colors,
two different
like
colors.
backgrounds. Yeah. It's not a great book. It's not bad. It's not bad, but like issue 4, I read the script and it ends with the beginning of Alan Moore's run. I don't know. Should I just post the script? Like, hey, everyone, here's the script to Lady Supreme #4.
I guess. It's yeah. I don't know. I mean, again, you have to figure out like what. Like I've been trying for 2 months to figure out exactly how I wanted. I would like to do a daily Conan like, Instagram, right?
Right?
Mainly, admittedly, to just start being on like the Titans comics like comp. Okay. Which I believe there's two YouTubers that I'm pretty sure they're in, and they have to get some of this because they get like advanced. How are you getting this advanced copy? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know near mint condition. I know that I know he does, and that's his entire business. Okay, but I think two of these other smaller guys are starting to get stuff early, and I'm like,
You
ooh,
should do 3 posts a day. Marvel #1 cover,
man, I can't
Titan
I can't
cover.
do I need to do one post.
All right. Then start off with Marvel. Marvel first
Well.
cover, and then maybe your favorite image from inside the comic.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is that like there's so many different versions of things like I want to start like the first one. I basically want to start with like the article that was in like a Marvel pre-fanzine that actually has like a sketch of Conan by Barry Smith that's like nowhere, you know.
Yeah. That
That
sounds
was in
awesome.
it's in the Conan the Barbarian like omnibus, but like that article, it's like literally an essay about Roy Thomas on how he got the rights. So that's I think it was where I start. And then #1, I was thinking about doing like all the copies of #1 that I have. I have like
Yeah.
a True Believers, I have a classic, I have the Marvel paperback, I have the Marvel pocketbook, like I have a omnibus edition. Like there's so many coloring versions of that. So I don't know. I mean, again, but then I want to have a Savage Sword cover. Then I want to have an interior pinup, panel, 2 pages. Like, so I have to figure out again. Maybe I'll try to map it out today. 2026, I have a lot of like again. I mean, again, kind of the cool thing here is that we've been doing this over a year, pretty consistent. We're pretty much like said, we don't talk about like logging on. I know you're sleeping in. I know I'm going to be on 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm mad at it because
Yeah.
I'm going to work on stuff. Like
So, yeah,
it's
you
it's kind
know,
of
you're gonna
just
text
in
me
it.
and I'll be on in half an hour. Let's get it
Yeah,
up, brush my teeth, get my coffee,
right,
whatever.
right.
And
And
we've been
yeah,
consistent about it.
yeah. So it's so I think even with that, but like I'd like to get the type of stuff I did. I got a couple comments on this, which I thought was kind of neat. Like this guy here, this guy's from Brazil, and I went through some of his stuff. So he had copies of this in Spanish. Apparently, this went like we don't think about this, but what I really like again, I only you're pretty much X. You do Facebook as well. I don't do Facebook. I only do Instagram. But I do like that since they're able to do this is my idiosyncratic pulp Instagram. Since I know how to shoot stuff with my phone now in portrait mode, and then when I export it to this, I can put it in HDR, and then I put it into another filter. Like this is how I wish I could see everything. I want to see everything Valiant Vision. I wish my eyes turned to Valiant Vision and everything. It
No,
sounds goofy.
this really pops.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't understand how this wasn't a popular book. This is Dynamo Joe, which came out from First Comics in 1984. It was in backups for Mars, which was, I believe, a Wheatley, Mark Wheatley. It
Yeah.
was Radical Dreamer
Mark,
guy. He did a book
come.
called Mars.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
but this basically had Ostrander's script, and I saw this recently. I think Strange Brain Parts talked about the Ostrander doing a bunch of really cool stuff. Grimjack, like just doing a bunch of cool
Yeah,
stuff
he was
around
great.
this time. But he did the script of this and Doug Rice also did a really good series, the Manhunter series that came out post Millennium, post Crisis. I don't know.
Yeah, that's got some early Sam Key things.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That
You,
makes sense.
yeah. Doug Rice. Come on. What was his image book going to be?
I don't know.
The Tiger Files.
Oh yeah.
It was in. Did they sizzle it in the back at Stupid number one? Doug Rice used to work with Hillary Barda a lot,
Oh, I see. Okay.
and I think he was going to do an image book. Yeah, called the Tiger
The
Files.
Tiger Files. Oh my God, that's crazy.
What's the first image book that didn't happen, Mark? Can you tell me the first image book that was
The
talked
Art of
about and never?
Extreme. I think the Art of
That's
Extreme would have
that's
to
true.
be. That's true.
That's true. The second one is Law, Land, Air, Water. That was a Hank Canals comic that we never got.
Who's going to draw that? Chuck Jones?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't
That's a
know.
good question.
Yeah, I think it's Chuck Jones.
That's a Hank Canals. We should interview Hank Canals because there's something about I don't think he didn't create Youngblood, but he definitely added to it in a way that we just don't know the full story.
Heart
Because I
Gurgle,
think
no
he
arrows.
How to Girl No Arrows. Thank God and I'm so happy he reused that line in Arrow, his Malibu Comics Golden Age
Oh yeah.
Protectors.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
he
that. I think I have that.
yeah. All right. There's a panel for you. There's a panel comparison. Who said it better, Shaft or Arrow? But Shaft, obviously. Shaft
Shaft.
gurgles. Gurgling the Shaft is way more popular.
Look at how crazy this is, dude. Look at how crazy with the bleed into the next panel. Like the coloring is like, yeah, I love this. I think this. I don't know how this wasn't a cartoon. No idea.
It's
No
beautifully
idea.
drawn.
It's so
You
clean.
know, here's why. Because at that time we were importing. We had just finished importing Transor Z. They were still trying to make Robotech happen, and Voltron was happening. But when 1984, when Transformers hit, all this stuff went to the wayside. Just nothing could compare once you got Transformers, and that was in 1984.
Yeah. I just
Transformers
like.
killed this book.
Yeah, this would have been really cool to get like Nelvana or some shit to to make this.
Absolutely. Didn't I
I
just
just think it's perfect for
did
it.
we just get news that Nelvana is officially done? They're gonna stop making
I think
cartoons.
that's right. Yeah, it's a bummer,
That's-
but yeah, this is again, but yeah, a lot of the different things that I have, and again, he had 15 full issues, 15 full issues that were all by Doug Rice, and then
I
I
didn't
want to
realize Doug Rice was this
say,
good of an artist.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I mean, these were in '84. So once he finally hit to his ongoing, and I have a couple of the ongoing, but it'll be a hard run to get. It'll be pretty hard. I have scans of it, but like, getting them, and again, I'm a big fan of the Instagram on how I know how to manipulate the filters and everything now. where you're seeing it. If you, I mean, if you want, not, I feel like Instagram is everything is on the day. Like it's there's no time in the day anymore. I should stop doom scrolling and should just deep dive on like other people. Like there's a, that was my first Kryptonian, like that guy who Kurt is. He actually does a Superman strip, I believe, in Cleveland, but he does all these different archive Superman things that are really cool, like toy stuff. He'll do toy art, toy
Yeah.
pictures. There was one guy
Wait a
this
minute.
week that
I
did.
think I follow that guy.
Yeah, I think so. My Daily Kryptonian, I think that's who it is.
Ah,
But he,
I
same
might follow a
thing.
different guy,
He
but
gets
still,
invited to like Superman stuff. Like, so that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I need to get in a certain space with the Conan stuff to just start getting free Conan stuff. That'd be fine for
that would be
me.
great.
We haven't covered, and maybe I'll hold it for next week. Bart Sears, not Bart Sears, Liam Sharp, another, well, Conan and Conan. Bart Sears has Conan portfolios in the 80s, and he never drew Conan in the 80s. Like he just has like portfolios that came out through like Robert E. Howard estate that you can buy on eBay. They're pretty expensive, but they're making Liam Sharp got approval because he's in with the Robert E. Howard people now. He's in with Heroic Signatures to make a new portfolio. It was in his Substack, uh, and they're all awesome. But you can only if it's like a Brazilian Comic Con, you only can get it if you pre-order this ticket to a Brazilian Comic Con and go. And he's like there might be extras later, and I might sell them. And I'm like, no, like let now,
Can
you
you
know.
get on a list? Like, hey, I'm on your Substack. I talk to you at shows. I
I'm
buy
a
all your
paid
stuff.
Substack. Yeah, I'm like, we've talked multiple times. You might know he recognized me when I saw him in New York, which I thought was pretty cool. And I got his. I have this at length. I have the Treasury. I got his.
Yeah,
This year Treasury, which is really cool. What's cool about this is that he has things in here that um he must just have the black and whites for stuff. So like I've only ever seen that like in color or painted over. So there's a few things in here, and he did a couple issues this year where he drew like that Batman issue. This is him banging black and white.
good.
But he
Yeah,
did
man.
that was a Tom King, him banging a Catwoman. Sounds great.
That's
Um
right.
no, I was thinking it was Batman, not Tom King banging
Yeah,
Batwoman.
it
But
it
anyway.
wasn't Top King.
But yeah, so anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, you got anything else? I think
No, that
we'll
was
wrap
it.
it up.
No, I gotta go watch your old episodes and or I gotta comment on the people commenting. I see we had a couple comments, and I'm like, that's awesome. People, please comment. Say what you like. Say what you don't like.
Yeah, we got to
We
figure out. I would like
appreciate
to
it
do
all.
some type of year-end comic thing on what, like, you had a couple things you were saying today. Like, I can't believe I like this much, or like I feel like we should almost do like like a hidden treasures, like stuff that we know the baseline stuff of what
Yeah,
everyone's gonna like, right? But like what underground stuff, like should people try to grab?
yeah.
Escape,
That's cool.
sort of crisis events. Was it Phantom Road? That was the thing you were thinking
Phantom Road
about?
was a book I really dig. Yeah,
Yeah, we should try to do like little capsule reviews of like, hey, like grab that, the Remender stuff that, that Sacrificers, like you said, is didn't think I'd want that. Now I want it.
right.
And that's what I would like to try and do some select time. 2026, I really want to map out that I have a certain period of time where I can do photos or I can
Yeah.
like
You
read
just you just
physical
have to
copies.
set it up on your on your
Yeah,
days off, and then you just up. Like I have my next week of Youngblood and Supreme, almost 2 weeks planned out already. Like
right,
it's just a separate folder. When I get the time, I fill it up, put it in order, so I don't have to think about it.
right,
That's the
right, right.
thing. When I wake up in the mornings, drink a little bit of my coffee before I go to work,
Mhm.
I just go right to the folder. Here's the next one. Boom. And they're all copies. They're not like my original. I'm not, I'm just making duplicates and then I delete it so I know where I'm at. So I never lose my place.
Right.
No. But yeah, that's all I got. Oh, you didn't have, you said there was no really good art, but I find it interesting. Thundercats, I know you fell off a little bit. I'm still keeping with it, but I'm behind. But they're doing a crossover with Silverhawks, which was, we stated the day, soon as they got Thundercats, Dynamite Comics, like, well, they're going to do
Mhm.
Silverhawks. And then they're
Yeah.
going to cross them over. And that's where we're at. They're crossing over.
Right. Well, they never. It would be interesting if they have any story treatments from back then because they were going to cross over. Like they were going to have it was same continuity,
Right.
from what I understand. So like that. So it is interesting if they ever had story elements. Uh, Dynamite is they did solicit a Thundercats hardcover of all the Star comics, right? And then they have it signed by Brett Breeding on the first, and then you can get one that's $400. You can get a hardcover signed by Larry Kenny, which I think is kind of neat. You can kind of see
That is
Larry
cool.
Kenny around, but I think it's kind of cool that like say you can't, like say you but you want that hardcover, and it's a big hardcover. It's like I think like 17 issues, but it's still. But yeah, I think that's you know that's
We
great.
should talk to Nick, see if he can get the Wildstorm Thundercats comics.
Yeah, what's the
I know we talk
level
about
of
that,
that?
but
Yeah,
yeah,
what's
what is
the what
that?
like when do you get to right? And can I properly source it and tell you when it published? Unlike Titan Forgets,
Titan for kids.
their
So
coloring's good. They do that. Whatever studio they're using, the coloring is really good because again, that stuff wasn't supposed to be in color, so you have to be really careful to not muddy it up.
yes,
So they
you
do a
got to go very
real
plain. You got
real
to
good
very light
job.
on the coloring when it's already shaded, when it's already gray toned.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know, you got to watch it. But
yeah.
you can also utilize that.
Yeah, you can Dave Stewart it. You can Dave Stewart. You can what was it
Uh,
Hulk Gray? You know what I mean? Like
right, right.
you can
Who
Tim Sale with or Daredevil Yellow, like
or
where
the way
just
Buccellato would color over the ink wash that Francis Manapul would do.
right.
That
Yeah,
stuff always looked really good.
yeah. The
Francis.
collaboration of that, I think that's where it's at. So, but
So, all
everyone have
right,
a great
man.
week. Merry Christmas. Is everyone Christmasing?
Merry Christmas.
This
Are
will
you
be
gonna get this
out.
out before Christmas?
I'll get it out for
This is
Christmas.
a long ass episode,
That's
so
fine.
that's fine. See,
Piece of cake.
yeah. The quicker you get it out, the quicker people can enjoy it
Right.
and enjoy it. I hope you people enjoy it. So,
Enjoy. Merry Christmas.
Christmas out.